That's part of the charm of the show. Two charming bros coming
Two
on,
charming bros.
talking nerd shit into dark.
Sometimes we even allow the hose.
Sometimes. Every
I
once in
said
a while.
sometimes. I thought the Becky episode was great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I listened to it. I liked it a lot.
It was. Yeah. No, it's
She was
always.
good.
No, the hoes are also fine. Did you get a haircut?
I mean, I guess I wasn't calling her a hoe. I guess now that looks bad
You
if
can
I
call
say
her
it
a
like
hoe.
that. That's not what
I'll
I
call her
meant.
a hoe.
I did get a haircut, yeah.
I can
We
tell.
think.
Looks good.
We
Looks good.
think.
Hey, we're
Middle
your
wedding
hosts.
coming up.
Chase the Chaz Creepack and
Jake the J Word Dunstan.
I like that. I like
Not
that a lot,
them.
actually.
That's where I'm
That
at.
leaves it really up to interpretation. So Jake the Jew Dunstan is here tonight, and he's not Jewish. I'm actually not sure what his religious affiliation is, so we'll leave that at the door because that's not what we're
If
here
you
for.
ask Mary Gleixner, it's heathenism. So that's what we're at right now.
Yeah, if you ask Jeannie's Creepack, that's also mine. Guess it's a
Wait a second, you have a
generational
last
thing.
name that isn't Skigabigabig? Did I tell you my phone keeps trying to change your last name to your real last name instead of what I have it saved as, which is
your phone knows my real last name.
It does,
though,
which is funny. Yeah,
that is
it does.
interesting.
Yeah.
You must have typed it somewhere else a time or two.
Definitely not. I can't spell it. Maybe
Jake.
you know what? It was, yeah. What's up? Sorry.
No. What were you gonna say?
Dude, I this weekend, this is not new nerd shit, but let's talk about some quick nerd shit. Me and the
Yeah,
boys.
no, I'm down. We
Let's
gotta
speed nerd shit. So me and the
vent a
boys.
little.
My Tori was out of town this weekend, so I had some of my buddies over, and we got way too drunk. And at somewhere around 1 o'clock in the morning, I was like, dude, do you know what
Started
I have?
having sex with each other.
Absolutely, it was really violent too. But no, I was like, you know what I have locked away in the closet? I have the original. Yeah, you're like sex toys. No, I have the original Yu-Gi-Oh boxes all sealed.
Oh,
and
sealed?
I busted them out and we opened them this weekend. 2 of them. We opened 2 of them this weekend, right there.
How long have you been sitting on those?
Like 5 years.
Oh, 5. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking
not
like
since I was 6.
Yeah,
but
like I'm thinking like when we were kids.
I bought them like during COVID, and we opened 2. So
That's
that was
cool.
fun. Yeah, it was fun. That was some good nerd shit. Yeah, they were so excited. Yeah, we got Gate Guardian, which was very exciting.
I was gonna ask what packs, like what? So
Metal Raiders and Spell Ruler.
Nice. Oh, Metal
2
Raiders.
seconds.
Dude. Gate Guardian. You got Gate fucking Guardian.
I think
dude?
I just start bringing all my stuff over here.
Yeah.
Because of how many times I have to jump up. But I don't know if you remember
fucking
this
Gate
one.
Guardian. What a pool, dude. What a pool.
I don't know if you remember that one. That's Metal Raiders.
Of course I know that one.
And then that one's Spell Ruler.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Spell Ruler has the...
I'm very familiar with them. More with Metal Raiders, because I think, those were the second pack sets that came out in America?
Which I have an LOB box. I didn't let them open that one. But...
Jake, as your friend, as your co-host, as your brother, you gotta let me open that box set up with you when that time comes, dude.
I mean...
A Legend of Blue Eyes. I'll come hang out with your other friends.
I'm like the worst. I'm the easiest to influence on that kind of stuff. That if you're just like, hey man, that'd be fun, I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Because
when I come over, I'm gonna bring your obelisk
when they were
statue,
here,
and I'm gonna...
we were drunk, and I was like, do you guys want to do that? And they're not excitable guys in the same way that you and I are. We're like, and I brought that up, and they're like, oh my god, yes. But dude, when this Gate Guardian
they're
popped,
still guys.
when this Gate, they love Yu-Gi-Oh, but when this Gate Guardian popped, little secret rare,
dude,
the second best.
I'm so
we got
jealous.
a Black Skull Dragon.
Black Skull
that
Dragon.
Was exciting.
Yep.
And then Change of Heart. Very exciting. Classic.
Is that golden named holographic?
It's the ultra rare from Metal Raiders.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we got that. And then Spell Ruler fucking sucked.
See, you use the official terms for what the card's rarity are. I use the ones that I used as a child.
Yeah.
Silver named, holographic.
You know I'm obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Golden named holographic.
You know
Rainbow
I'm obsessed
named
with Yu-Gi-Oh.
holographic.
There you go.
Of course, dude. It's hard not to be.
Gate Guardian. Yeah. Anyway, I was all excited about this. I've never pulled a Gate Guardian, so that was exciting.
Neither, dude. I'm so jealous.
Maybe
I got
when
Black
you're
Skull
here,
Dragon like all the time back then.
Maybe
but
when
Gate
you're
Guardian?
here. Well, so I have a
Just
second box of. I have a second box of Metal Raiders that we didn't open because it's pretty hard to beat that box. But I really want the Summon Skull out of it too. So yeah. But I have that LOB box, and when Tori was gone,
that Summon Skull is sick.
I know. I love
The
original
pack
Art Summon
one?
Skull.
Yeah.
I love original. But so when Tori was gone, I have my big, nice bookcase in the living room with the glass with all my leather bounds in it. I put the LOB box in there, so that's displayed in our living room, and she's been home for 3 days and hasn't said anything about it. So
She doesn't pay attention much.
no. Somebody
Nah,
keep doing
she's
it.
too
Okay.
busy still using Tumblr. Uh, Dude, yeah, I
Anyway,
would be very pleased to
it was
open a
awesome,
pack
dude.
of.
It was so much fun. And when you're like drunk and
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude,
It
if
was
I
fun.
opened one Legend of Blue Eyes pack.
Well, if we're gonna open the box, we're gonna open the whole thing.
Oh, I
We're not
know,
gonna
but
open
I'm
a
just
pack.
saying one alone would be so cool. But yeah, totally.
Yu-Gi-Oh's
Ooh,
brutal though, dude. It's not like Pokemon. Like Pokemon.
I just had a dream the other night I was dueling. It might have been last night. And I
Yeah.
had these two, like I had two spell cards. One was Raigeki. I don't know if
Of
you remember
course.
that one. It's the lightning.
But he's talking to the wrong guy. Yes, of course I remember
Yeah,
Raigeki.
kills all the fucking monsters on your enemy side of the field. And I had
Did you have
some
Monster
other.
Reborn?
What's that?
That's Monster Reborn and Raigeki. It's a great combo for
Oh,
back
it
in the
is a
day.
great combo. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
that's what you have.
so bad, so badass, like bad in a Michael Jackson way.
I
Yeah,
truly love Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah,
Like
it's good.
it's hard. I try to compare it to Pokemon. I don't think they're very comparable. But like the Yu-Gi-Oh anime,
Not unless you were like a
me,
40-year-old man in 2005.
well, you know what I mean. It's like for me, it's my two favorite things from childhood of that age range. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to like, which one do I like more? Hard to say, but I love the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Like I fucking love it. I still very much enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand that it's not good. I understand
You've talked
that.
about it here on the show a few times.
But I love it. I love it so much. I can tell you all about it.
I started the manga earlier this year. Didn't really continue much with it. I do plan on picking it back up.
Well, it's goofy, right? The beginning is
It's
not
goofy
like
at the beginning. Not
it's
only
the
is
king
it
of
goofy,
games.
it's drawn very strange.
Oh,
it's cool though. It's like dark. It's very dark.
I've heard it's very dark before it
very
turns
dark,
into like,
but it's just
it
drawn goofy. You could tell the writer was still like coming up with where he was
figuring his
taking
stuff
it
out. Yeah.
So that was hard to like latch on to at first, but I'll get. They were just starting to like duel with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, cool.
Where I left off, but
That's so good. I really love it.
I could.
I don't know.
About.
I don't know that I could watch it again, but
yeah.
I watched
duels. Here
like individual duels itself.
Yeah, like a couple months ago, I watched the Pegasus and Yugi duel.
Yeah, so the first season you can just skip right till they're in the palace. You can just skip until they're in the palace because the rest of it. I like the Gate Guardian duels. I think those are fun. I really liked that as a kid, like the double duel.
Oh yeah, they go through the freaking
the labyrinth.
Yeah,
and they use the shadow
Gate Guardian.
And what was so good back then, that rocked. But back then it was they used Labyrinth Wall and then Shadow Goal, and that was like 2 episodes of how do we beat that, and then they're like, wait, we've got our secret weapon. The Gate Guardian!
The Gate Guardian!
It fucking rocks.
Sangha of water and wind!
Yes, but really, though, season
20 years, but
season 2 is actually good. Battle City is actually good.
Oh, yeah. Battle City Forward is where they're like, this is an anime now. Let's get with it.
Also, they were
like, we're going to play by the rules.
Yeah, we're going to make rules. That's the problem. It's like, maybe they should have rules, because if
maybe
not,
they shouldn't be allowed to do whatever they say.
Yeah.
Labyrinth Wall doesn't do that. It doesn't make an entirely different game.
I've 100% brought this up already, but my one friend, he still brings it up to me all the time about in the anime when Yugi's fighting Kaiba on the wall.
Of course.
First time, I think it's the first time he makes Blue Eyes Ultimate. I think.
Yes, it is.
Maybe not. Yep. I don't know. But he uses Crush Card Virus. A personal favorite of mine. But Yugi uses Catapult Turtle to shoot something at Silver Fang's moon. That is like his technique that he uses. And you're like, it was the first time he and I were watching it together in college, and we were like, this dude just fucking cheats. Like, that's the power of the puzzle, is he just cheats at Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, that's how he wins all the time.
Didn't he blow up the moon when he fought the water guy as well? Like, Mako? He also had the moon.
He doesn't fight Mako. Joey fights Mako, right?
In Battle City, Joey fights Mako, but at Duelist Kingdom, Yugi fights him, and I think he blows up
it's been a long time since I've seen
moon
that.
then as well.
I don't remember. But on the wall, he fights Kaiba, and he shoots like Karibos at the moon, and it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a billion Karibos. Like even
Oh,
if
yeah,
the
when he uses
rules were not
multiply.
fixed, he'd have 5 Karibos, but he always gets like a gazillion of them.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
Shadow
when he
Clone
uses
Jutsu of
multiply.
Karibos. And
Yeah.
dude, that episode I bring up a lot because that was the one where it was like, you already think Kaiba's this madman. You already think he's so hardcore about Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man.
Yeah.
And
What'd you do?
he threatens to kill himself basically. If he's like, if you beat me, Yugi, I'm gonna fall to my death right here,
Which,
right
by the
now.
way, I
And
watched that
Yami's
as a
like,
kid,
do it, kill
and
him.
I watched that as a kid, and I'm like, I fucking get it, dude. And now you're like, that's kind of crazy.
It's insane. It is insane. No, yeah, I was that way with the
I mean,
Kaiba like my whole life, but as I got older, I was like, let's just go listen to what this guy talks and says. Like, I
mean,
just
you
go on
also
YouTube
have to
videos.
remember he's
It's crazy.
quite literally the Elon Musk of the Yu-Gi-Oh world, and he's like, what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna play a card game, and and imagine, and he just keeps getting his ass beat by a child. Like, yeah, you'd probably be like, this is my last resort. I'm gonna throw myself off.
They're the
building.
same age. She should just accept it. She just accept it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, there's still shit going on with Yugi and Kaiba. There was a movie that came out like 2 or 3 years ago that like involved that storyline again.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Battle City rocks. So
Battle City's awesome.
Can't take it away.
Can't
from
go
it.
wrong with Battle City.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's why I
that's
kind of
rock.
wanted to read it. I'm gonna do one catch up thing too because I have to like talk about something real quick.
Fuck yeah, let's talk
that's
about
been
something
on my mind. It's
I
not
would love
good,
that.
but it's one of the things that I told you. I texted you earlier. I said, "Man, I've had an annoying day."
Love it.
And this is part of it. I don't know if you have seen, and maybe you can help a brother out, but Burger King is doing a kids meal thing.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
Where they're doing Naruto toy, like little Naruto
toys
figures
from Burger King. Do you know who lives 2 minutes down the road from a Burger King?
Me.
Me too.
So I mean, if you want to help brother out, you just go get 4
What's
pieces
the
of
issue?
chicken, dude. I'll tell you what the issue is. So there are 3 Burger Kings like in my ability to go to neck of the woods. St. Mary's has one, DuBois has one, Clearfield has one. So, we kind of do the rotation. We've been doing this for 2 weeks to get all the characters.
I didn't know. Why is Burger King have Naruto toys right now?
No fucking clue, dude. I cannot figure out why they're doing it. And it's like Gen 1 Naruto toys.
Rocks.
So,
these toys fucking rock.
Yeah,
the hell?
I'm trying to. So, I've got Hinata.
Sorry.
We got Hinata. We have Rock Lee. We have Sasuke, and we have Gaara. But in between those 4, that's 4 different characters.
Rock Lee, Sasuke, Hinata, and who? Who did you say? Yeah.
Sasuke, Gaara, Hinata.
Gaara. Okay.
I was pretty. Yeah. So, but that's not the order I received them in, and it's always, dude. I have 4 Hinatas, and I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
Oh.
We have gotten Lee 3 times, 3 or 4 times as well, and then we have 1 Sasuke, 1 Gaara. But also on the side of this,
you have by far the 2 worst.
Every once in a while, the Burger King in Clearfield, the one that is near me, will throw in a fucking Go Fish game or a memory game. So it's like, even when you're at Burger King, you're like, I might get the same fucking toy I already have, or I won't get a Naruto toy at all. I'll get Go fucking Fish. So it's just been driving me nuts. Like I got Hinata like back to back to back before I got Gaara, and then another Hinata.
And you're having to eat Burger King every time, which is my least favorite of the major ones.
I'm fucking dying. I feel sick from how much I've eaten of it.
I mean, you could just buy these, but you're like, I gotta get them out of the.
Yes, and I don't know. It's gotten to the point where I think I'm gonna. So DuBois, I usually get an Naruto toy, but it's been like. Another Hinata or another Rock Lee.
Are taking the good ones and selling them. Like,
I would take
dude. If I worked at
I'll
Burger
tell you
King,
what, the amount of times I got Hinata, I would.
If I worked at Burger King, I would take every Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke and sell them. Bitches.
I want the Naruto one so goddamn. Once I get him, I'll probably stop doing this as much as I have to. I did call it quits today when I got Hinata for the 4th time.
Sensei. I would love Kakashi.
I want them all, but
They kind
I
of
think
fucking rock. I can't believe they have these.
I think I'm at the point where I am gonna just walk up to the register at DuBois and be like, "Can I pick, or can I just buy the toys? Pick what toys I like?
Yeah.
I'll kill somebody if I look in this bag and see another Hinata."
But could you imagine in the interview on like Channel 2, they're like, why did he commit such a random act of violence? And it's like, well, he couldn't get the
He
$40 of
he did get
kids'
this toy like
toys.
5 times, and sometimes he got
In
Go
fairness to him,
Fish.
they were giving him the worst toy.
When I got her, Hinata was the first one I got. I was happy. You know what I mean? Like I want them
You
all.
happy with any toy.
The first time.
One.
Yeah,
the
I was
first
just
time, of
glad we
course.
got, I was like, oh, the Clearfield DuBois or the Clearfield Burger King is getting the Naruto toys.
What
awesome.
do I need to order to get this?
Just a kid's meal. If you get a 4-piece nugget kids meal, it's $5.
Now, is it wrong to get a kid's meal if you don't have a kid?
No. I'd be doing it whether I had the kid or not. Hell, I almost walked in and said, my kid wants this specific toy.
It would work. That would work more than you trying to buy it. That would work.
Yeah.
And you know what? You are taking care of a child. You're allowed to go do that.
A kid who doesn't know who Naruto
Hey,
is.
listen, you don't have to tell him that.
No, I don't. So, yeah, I think Friday I'm going to be in DuBois. I think I'm going to walk in and just be like, hey, listen. But what really ground my gears today was like, it was already, the day was already shit by the point that I got there. So when I saw Hinata, it was like, why the fuck not? Might as well be Hinata. But like, I'm a boy, dude. You can see that I'm a boy. Put one of the boy characters in it. Not that I don't want the girl characters, but like, there's only 2.
I have to tell you, I don't know that the Burger King workers are thinking that much.
I don't think they are either, dude. But like,
these fucking rock, by the way. These are cool.
They're cool. They're awesome. I want the Naruto one so bad.
The Gaara is really cool.
The Gaara is cool. We got Sasuke the other day, and I'll tell you what, it was the happiest I think I've ever been to see Sasuke.
Huh?
Usually I don't give 2
Burger
flying
King
fucks
gambling.
about. Totally. It's like scratch off lottery tickets.
It literally is. You're Burger King gambling.
So that's what's been going on in my side quest.
The Gaara rocks though, dude.
The Gaara is pretty cool.
I'm gonna go get nuggets after this and get the Naruto right off the bat.
Oh, if you get it, dude, can I buy it from you?
I'll give it to you. I love gambling.
It's been some. I do too, but I get too heated from it. I get too
My
heated
bigger issue. I'd rather pay $5 and have a random toy show at my house than have to eat those nuggets all the time. That is a bigger issue for me.
Oh, I know, dude. I'm dying here. And I'll tell you what, every once in a while I sneak into double cheese. I'm just like, give me the kids' double cheeseburger meal. Actually, I'll pay the extra $1.
You know I'm not supposed to be drinking soda. Now you're going to go get me a soda.
You don't have to. You can get a high C. You can get an apple juice. I get apple juice sometimes with an applesauce.
Man, maybe I'll
keep it almost healthy.
That doesn't sound so bad.
So there's a thought.
These toys are cool, though.
They are cool.
Yeah.
Miranda saw them on the internet like a couple weeks ago, told me about it, and I was like, well, I know what I'm about to do. I know what I'm going to do for the first time. I've eaten more Burger King in the past 2 weeks, dude, than I have probably had in the conglomeration of like 4 or 5 years.
I live literally 2 minutes from a Burger King, and I have never eaten there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The double Whopper with cheese is one of my favorite burgers.
For some reason,
but
I think their burgers are great. They just make me sick. I don't know what it is. Like more than
I'm telling you, bro. I feel sick.
They make me
since I've been eating them almost once a day.
I am so ill every time I eat it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just maybe I shouldn't even get the toy, or maybe I shouldn't even get the meal. Maybe I should just walk in there and be like, "Yo, I need some Naruto toys."
I think you're more likely to have success.
I can't eat
or buy them
anymore
online for $40.
The French fries alone, I'm eating those also pretty often. Those are probably what's really killing me. Yeah, they're good. Burger King has good fries.
Just too much, man. It's just too much.
Oh, you're telling me. No, when I saw Hinata today, I texted Miranda and I was immediately like, I think I'm going to have to be done here. I was like, I think this is where I gotta stop doing this.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Nothing really. And then I went to the Clearfield one, even though I had already tapped out. And then the Clearfield one gave me Go Fish, and I was like, yeah, why the fuck not? Kill me now.
I would send me over the edge
in this goddamn town.
I would send me over the edge.
It's kind of where I was at, but I'm good. Yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Now we can hop into some new nerd shit.
Let's do it, dude.
What do you want to do? You want me to go? You want you to go? What do you got?
I don't have that much, man. I don't really have anything. All my new stuff is stuff we've watched.
So much and the stuff we've watched. So
yeah,
if you don't have much,
go right ahead.
I'll just go. So last Thursday, actually, I picked up the new Ninja Gaiden Ragebound game that just came out.
Okay.
It's retro style, plays like the original Ninja
What's that on?
Gaidens.
What's it on? What are you playing it on?
I'm playing it on my Switch, but it's
Okay,
on
I
like
figured.
everything. It's only like it's $25 when it came out. I think it was on sale on release for 22. So I was like, let's go. I'd been looking forward to it all year. It's made by, I should have looked up the name of the company, honestly. But this company,
Game
they
Kitchen?
made, is that their name? Are you looking at it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, they made the Blasphemous games, which are kind of
Okay.
like retro style looking 16-bit modified for modern gaming type of side scrolling or Metroidvania type of games.
Okay.
And this was their, we're going to make a Ninja Gaiden game. And so it plays more like the traditional Nintendo Ninja Gaidens as opposed to like when it went to the 3D. And brought to the modern way of playing. Dude, I am fucking loving this game.
Let's
It's
go.
so like you can binge probably the whole game. Like if I just sat one day and played it beginning to end, you could probably play this game in a day. Um, maybe a little, not too. I haven't finished it. I'm almost done. I got 2 levels left, I think. I did get fucked over on one of these levels. We'll get to that. Another thing that had me pissed off today. Um, but I've had just a great time playing like a level. Just do a level, kill the boss at the end of the level, put my Switch down, do something else with my day, pick it up again. It's that kind of game.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think it's also a bingeable game, but as somebody who's just
It's
picking
kind
it
of
up,
just nice that you can go about your life
yes,
otherwise.
it's a good time, dude. It's so in this game you're playing. What the fuck is this guy's name? I gotta move this thing. I got notes on this goddamn screen. His name's Kenji. You play as
Okay.
Kenji in this game. He is the apprentice to Ryu Hayabusa. Do you know anything about Ninja Gaiden? Hayabusa. Yeah, Ryu's like the main, he's like the main Ninja Gaiden character. Like when you think Ninja Gaiden, when you see Ninja Gaiden, it's usually Ryu. But
Uh-huh.
this is a character who is his apprentice, and it takes place. So in the first Ninja Gaiden game, Ryu is sent off to America to
Uh-huh.
do a mission. This takes place with this Kenji character during that period of time as he defends like the homeland.
Okay, cool. I
And
like that.
so the story is pretty cool because, at the start you're learning your controls. You got your sword, you're a ninja. You got your sword, you swing, you kill. You got like your spin jump. Like if you jump at an enemy and you hit like A to do this spin thing, it does damage to that enemy and you can like earn another jump off of that. So that control style is pretty cool. It's very similar to the messenger as I was explaining that with Becky on the last episode. So that's like your guy's ability. You have a charge attack. Like if you hold in the charge, you can glow. It takes like your health, but you can like do like one hit kills on anybody with one of like not anybody, not bosses, but like people on the field.
Uh-huh.
Um, so you do that for the first little bit, but then it splits to this Black Spider Clan character, which in Ninja Gaiden, these are like the enemy. They kind of work with the demons a little type of ninja group, and you start playing as this character Komori, and you kind of see how these two characters' stories kind of fall into each other. And there's some fucking crazy shit where basically Komori's like soul combines with Kenji's body because she got captured by demons and was gonna die. So you as a character now, from this is very early on in the game. This is like the first like chunk of levels. You then become this like fused character of like you have your ninjas like sword chopping and jumping and bouncing ability, but then you get like her throwing knives and shit because she throws like
Oh.
daggers and kunais. And man, do you just fucking pop off after that. Oh, it's so much fun because you have like your health bar, but then you have like her attack bar, which is like a purple bar. And every time you use like a throwing star or one of her special abilities, that bar goes down a little. But you build that purple energy back up by just using like normal ninja attacks. So it's very like mechanically, this game is so simple. Like it's very just like like this could probably be on a Nintendo, like original Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a Super Nintendo controller, but there's such like intricacies that they put into that it feels so much like just a really good fucking Ninja Gaiden game. Few episodes back, probably earlier this year, I talked about how they remade the Ninja Gaiden 2 that came out on the 360 for like today's systems, and I played through that again because when I played that when I was younger, I fell in love with it. These games are challenging, so they make you want to fucking kill everybody in town, like Burger King. And it's a 3D game. It's very different. But man, I just feel like in this side scroller game, because the side scroller ones are hard, but I do think they're hard because they're old games, and old games are hard. This is like hard, but not because it's old, but because it's like this challenging. So like, because you have to platform, there's a lot of platforming tasks. You use that bounce ability to like hit certain platforms by bouncing off certain targets that they kind of leave, or enemies that are there specifically for you to like go through the levels with. But then there's just some combat that is just like, it's so simple but elegant. Most things, all it takes is you got to hit them once. But there are a couple things you got to hit them like 2 or 3 times, and some things have shields, so it's just like, and they just throw them at you. It's so fast paced. Like every level, it gives you a time near the end. Like, it takes me about 28 to 30 something minutes. And I just feel like I am fucking constantly.
It's a very active 28 to 30 minutes.
It's a very active 20 minutes. And like, typically you'll get like you'll see an enemy that has a shield or something that's like going to take a lot of hits and can hurt you pretty bad. But then you'll see another enemy that's like glowing blue. And if they're glowing blue, that means if you hit it with your sword, you get like a charge attack without losing health. And if they're glowing purple, you hit it with a throwing star. So then you get your charge attack again. And then you can one hit those things. And it's very like, it's placed in the levels so goddamn well. It's hard to put down, and it's challenging. Oh my God. You hit checkpoints throughout a level that heal you, and also you go back to them when you die. And it's very forgiving. I feel like I am so grateful that there are so many of those checkpoints throughout a level, because they rail you in the ass.
Dying and starting over a level.
They rail you in the ass between them so hard too that it's like, okay, thank God I'm just going back to here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really fun, man. And then the boss fights are all like, the boss fights in the 3D ones made me want to kill people, made me want to break my parents were gone that week when I got Ninja Gaiden 2 when I was 13, dude, or 15. I fucking almost bashed through the fucking floor of my house. I was so mad at that goddamn game, but I beat it. It kind of feels like I don't get that pissed off. It challenges you. It's as hard as it should be, but you're thinking and you're constantly like, okay, when I do it this time, I'll try this. And every boss has that kind of like, you have to kind of solve the pattern as you fight it. And
I just like that they're trying to do the side scroller. I think that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is the year of Ninja Gaiden. They released the 2 remake earlier this year. This came out the other day, reviewing like gangbusters too, and it deserves it. It's so much fun. And then Ninja Gaiden 4, the 3D Ninja Gaiden series, that's coming out with a new game end of this year, or near November or something.
That one sounds fun though.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play that too. But this one, for what it is, 20 something, yeah, 20 something bucks. I saw like time to beat 7 hours. I probably put more time in than 7 hours already. But I'm also like, throughout the levels, there's like skulls that you can collect, or trophies that you collect that you use as like currency to buy. There's a talisman system that like gives you special. You only get like a couple, but you get like special abilities, and you can buy shit at the shop. So you kind of go off on your own to do side missions. Every mission ends with like you're rated A through or S through F if you fucking suck. I'm usually in the A-B area. I think I got an S in one, but it's usually like A-B. But I'll do a level over just to like see if I can do it better. There's a motorcycle level. Like they mix in like there's a whole level where you're just on a fucking motorcycle doing the same shit, but you're on a motorcycle. And then earlier today I was like hanging off a helicopter. Like it's a pretty fucking awesome game, man. And it's very, like I said, it's so similar to the old games and the new games in a fun little way. Like you chop. And one of my favorite things about the 3D ones is like you just fucking, especially when I'm 15, eviscerate bodies. Like you're just literally chopping through things. You're watching things get torn apart. And in this game, in a 16-bit sort of way, you're also getting that satisfaction. There's a point where you do start fighting humans at one point, because you usually just fight monsters and demons. There are some fucking agents that come at you, and you just slice them the fuck up, dude. Awesome.
Pretty cool with a release in number 4 this year. I see 3 hasn't been out.
Yeah.
3 came out when I was in high school.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's been a long time. It's been a long. 3 wasn't really good. 1 and 2 when they came out. People loved them. 3 people did not like. I tried to play. I did not like it as much as I liked 2.
This is cool though. Maybe I'll try this year.
4 I think is gonna be a fucking blast, and I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, maybe I'll try that.
So yeah, I'd say if you want to fuck around with a fun like side-scrolling, easy to pick up, put down, give you your challenge, piss you off just a little kind of game, I would recommend it for 20-something bucks.
Yeah, dude, who cares? $20.
That's great.
That's like what? That's.
I know. What is it? Who can tell you?
It's 2
Come
more
on, Jake the Jew.
I didn't
what
want
is
to say
it?
It's just like 4 more Hanates. That's what I was trying not to say to you. That's why I was joking. It's just 4 more Hanates. What's the difference? It's true.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, one thing I will say, though, this only started happening to me today, but the game started like, I'd have to like turn my Switch off and turn it on because it would get stuck with him just like running one direction. So that was a little weird, but it was an easy fix, whatever. I got to the end of this fucking crazy. This is a game though, like you can't turn the game off in the middle of a level. Like even though you got checkpoints throughout it.
Oh, you start over, yeah.
There's no save. Like you'll have to start that whole level at least over if you just turn it off. I know this, so I typically don't turn my Switch off. I got to this boss. I had been fighting him for a while, like figuring it out. I was finally like figuring it out, getting it to the low health. So, I forgot to say, there's like a rage attack. It's called Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. You build up this meter, you hit these 2 buttons, and you get like a special ability you equip. I've just been using the throwing star one because it freezes the game, and then things explode and do a fuck ton of damage. So I was like, I'm gonna use that at this point, and then I'll kill this motherfucker. It's kind of a technique I use for every boss fight. You just have to get to that point. I don't know what the fuck happened, but in the midst of like, so you jump up, a cutscene would start, and if you hit start, it would skip, and you could just go straight to the boss fight. And I had done it several times, but at one point, it just decided to freeze my game on the pause menu.
Oh.
I couldn't do anything. I turned the Switch on, like did the off and on thing that I'd been doing. Nope. Took the Joy-Cons out, put those in. I was like, I have to start this over, and it's a fucking long ass level.
That's rough. Can you imagine, dude? I think about that stuff now. You might have been annoyed today. Imagine when you were like 7. That kind of stuff would happen when I was like 7 or 8, and I'm like, oh, my whole world is over. Like this is the worst thing that ever happened to me.
It's still a little like that in the moment.
Oh, it's not great. I just am like,
I immediately was like, I'm done playing this game today. Yeah, my goal was to like play. I'm almost done. I have like I said, 2 levels, and then there's some like secret levels that I still have to play through. But like the story, I'm almost done with. But I was gonna finish it, but then that happened, and I was like, no, I'm about to go pick up a Burger King kids meal. It's gonna have go fish in it.
You can go fish in it.
I'm not fucking. I thought the worst had happened with this situation,
but it could be worse.
Worse.
Sorry, I've been covered in poison, and it's like the worst thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. That sounds cool though. I'm definitely interested in 4. I don't know that I'll play the side scroller, even though I'm sure I would really like it. You
know what's fun, dude? There's this new setup with Nintendo right now. I don't know if you know this, but if you do this like family group thing, which me and Nas are together, but you can have up a group of 8, you can digitally share games between each other's Switches. Could, after I finish this, we could get you on that family thing. And I could just,
I'm
if you wanted to just fuck around with it without paying for it.
I'm interested.
I could do it that way too. Give me a week to play through the rest of it.
You take all your time in the world, man. I'm playing through my own shit right now.
Ain't that? Isn't that life sometimes? Yeah. Hey, so that's my.
I'm into it. I love it. I will try it if you share it with me. Ninja Gaiden 4 sounds really cool too. I'm just looking at pictures. It just looks cool.
It does look sick.
Is that a bad way to judge a game? I'm like, that looks cool.
No,
visually.
You know what? When the second one came out, Ninja Gaiden 2.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. I was like, that looks cool. Like an awesome game. And guess what?
The difference is I'm 31,
and
you were probably inverted age when it came out.
Yeah, I was 15 when Ninja Gaiden 2 came out.
Yeah. What'd you play that on?
My 360.
God, dude, it's the best console ever made. I stand by it.
It was a good period of time. Hey,
before I talk about something really quick, I'm so sorry. I have to pee. I'm going to pee my fucking pants. Is that okay? It has to be okay, or you're gonna have to watch me pee. One of the two.
No, it's okay if you pee your pants. You can pee your pants. That's fine. Stay and pee your pants. All right. Shitters. This is one of those nerd shit in the dark sponsored ads that we take every once in a while. Tonight on the sponsored ad, we have brought to you by yeah, you know what? Brought to you by Burger King. This is a toy from Burger King that is awesome and cool. It's the Charizard Pokemon from Pokemon the first movie. It's one of my favorite trinkets. It's one of my favorite trinkets.
Back again.
And that is the time when
What
being
is that?
sponsored by Burger King was
Am I always blurry for you?
Yeah, but don't worry, it fixes it in the.
I know it fixes it. I just like to be able to see your actual face. Oh, the old Burger King gold-plated toys.
Right, we're doing an ad spot. We're actually
we're doing an ad.
We're being sponsored by Burger King here tonight. I thought.
And this episode of Nerds in the Dark is brought to you by Burger King.
And I was saying how this was a time when they had cool fucking toys, and you got the cool toys. What if I would open? Well, you know what though? Let's go. This is actually something I got later in life. The Pokeball that I had from when I was a child had Togepi, but I ended up getting a Charizard later in life. But the one I fucking had was Togepi. And if you're gonna tell me I'm not gonna get the goddamn Naruto toy from Burger King until I'm like 60 something, you got another thing fucking coming, Burger King. Thank you.
But we love you, Burger King. Thank you for your sponsorship.
Have it your way.
We love the chicken fries. And we did love the Pokeballs. It's an all-time toy meal for the kids.
Nuggets.
Thank you. Thank you, Burger King, for the sponsor.
All right.
Have it your way.
Oh, we're back. Jake. We had to run that ad spot. Hopefully it was one of the good ones.
I don't want to... Don't tell anybody I caved and got one because I'm excited about what we have to talk about. I'm excited!
Don't tell anybody. This is going on the internet.
Tori won't watch it. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
I just reread Mistborn 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Reread. You shouldn't be able to reread something and still love it that much. Like, to still be that into it. And I fucking was, dude. Those books rock.
That's good, dude.
Second book rocked.
I've been wanting to start the second. I started the second one a while back. And it had a great first chapter. I was into it.
So then I think it takes... It's all different because Mistborn is very much a... like twist and shock book. You know what I mean? Like the series is a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that I'm rereading it, know what all happens, and I'm still like, no, this fucking rocks. You know what I mean?
No, it's so
the second book.
First, I can only speak for the first one, but it is
first book rocks.
Well
dude. And Tori,
great
I decided to do this because Tori decided one day she just went and grabbed it off the shelf, the first one, and I was like,
oh, you should have slapped her.
I was so happy.
Your books like that.
We could watch it together. I have 3 copies of it.
Permission.
That's one of my sick leather bounds too. So I've been reading out of my leather tome, like I'm a wizard.
My hand on something, one of those kind of collections.
You have to get the first Wheel of Time book.
I'm gonna get every single Wheel of Time book. If I'm alive while they release them, I will be getting all of those books that way. Absolutely. That's why I check my email all the time to see if that motherfucker's ready to sell it.
Can't wait, dude. Can't wait,
dude.
Oh, let me tell you a bummer. I was reading that Dragon series, and the last time we talked, I had finished the 4th book in it. The bummer is that I ordered the 5th book over a month ago, and it's still not here.
Oh,
That's the bummer.
It's coming from Europe or some shit.
Yeah, it's a bummer, dude. Get here.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, it's still that good, though. That's good.
I haven't touched it since then.
Yeah.
Non-bummer. I know I showed you this, but I'm so excited about this SP, dude.
Right on.
I'm excited about this thing.
Tell us, for the people just listen, explain this SP.
So Pokemon Center exclusives came out back in the day in 2002, 2003 with their Pokemon Center exclusive SPs. So there's shells that have Pokemon on them and they're colored based off the Pokemon that is on them. So there's a Pokemon on the outer shell and the same Pokemon on the inner shell by the start button. There's I only know of Venusaur, Torchic, there's a Charizard, Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, and a Pikachu. I don't know of the rest of them, but yeah, so I bought the shell of one that I'm going to combine into a regular SP. I'm so pumped about it. I got the SP today that I can...
Oh shit, so it's about to go down. About to
whenever I have the energy to do stuff. Huh?
I said you're about to Frankenstein this monster.
I'm excited. I've never done something like that, so I think it'll be cool.
I'm excited to hear how it goes, man. Yeah, that should be awesome. And then you have your SP. This is your
Yeah,
SP that you've been dying to play and
I
get
know. I
going
have
on.
been dying to have it. I don't know why. I will probably never play it
Mhm.
until when the time to play that is when you go on like vacations and you're in the car or on a
Yeah.
flight. That's the
Yeah.
perfect time for something that big. Even when
Yeah.
I got it, I'm like, dude,
That
I
big.
forgot how small they made these. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? That you're
Yeah.
like,
Oh
I
yeah.
kind of fucking love it.
Compared to the Switch, it's
I
like
mean, that's the problem is like taking a Switch on a flight. You're like, it's kind of big.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I also really quick, and then I don't have anything that we don't discuss together.
Mhm.
I have officially
Discussion.
tapped out, and I'm taking a break from Final Fantasy VII. I'm taking a break.
Wow. A
And
break.
it's officially done it for
How
me.
long of a break?
I can't say. Hard to say. I don't know.
You're not done with it though.
I will come back to it. It has just pissed me off beyond belief. Because the first 10 hours, I loved it so much, dude.
Yeah.
The one night I took vitamins and then I got on that and I did that motorcycle level
Oh yeah,
where
you were
on the
pumped.
I rocked so hard. Somewhere where I quit being an eco-terrorist, I started to hate the game. Like
Yeah.
I started to be like, I'm not even playing this because I want to play it. I'm just trying to get through this. And I don't want to ever have to do that. You
Yeah.
know? Like the cross-dressing level just sent me over the edge. And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is what has caused me to have to take a
It
break.
does get better from there. Did you get
I know
past
it
that? Were
will.
you like
I'm taking a
Are
break.
you still in that section?
I finished it.
Oh, okay. So
I
you went
finished
like
it, and
into
then I
the
did the ghost
sewers or whatever?
section. Yes. I
Okay.
hated that too. So, I just need to get past that back to where I'm, like, being a fucking eco-terrorist like you are at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then I'll like it again. I just don't like I hated fighting the ghosts. I'm still in the underground sewers. I've been in them for 3 weeks.
That's the thing with Final Fantasy games, man. They are awesome, but they all have like these parts that you just kind of have to like
It's just a
trudge through.
lot. And I
It
just
is a
don't
lot
play
in that
games
one.
enough to be like, I'm gonna spend like when I look and I'm like, I've been playing the game for 17 hours, and at minimum, the last 7 hours of it I have not particularly enjoyed. That
Yeah.
sucks. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I've put that down. I started Final Fantasy 16, and that shit's been great.
I loved
That
Final
shit has
Fantasy
been
16.
great.
It's not
Yeah.
it doesn't play like the other Final Fantasy games, but
Uh,
it's fucking
yeah.
fun to play.
But I think it's cool. I think it's
Yeah.
neat, and the story is
S-
good so far.
The
So,
story's hella good. I
so
think the
I'm
story is one of the best things about it.
so that's what
Truly.
I think I would just have realized also so much of me for games is just enjoying the story, right? Like that's Claire obscure. But
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's that good, but like it's
of
still pretty
course,
good.
nothing's
Yeah.
that good. But I just got to the hideout for the first time. So that's what's happening.
Cool.
So they
Man.
say that the other fire dominant or fire
Yeah.
I forget they kind of use them interchangeably, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in the town over, so we're gonna go join them for a little bit.
Right on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
that's so early still.
yeah, it's very early,
But
but
it's good shit. How
I've only
kick ass was like the opening cutscenes and like you're running and there's just fucking monsters
everything they
around
have
you.
done,
So good.
everything they did in this game, other than I wish you didn't go do that goblin fight section, but it's teaching you how to like fight. I get it.
Yeah.
But
It's
like
a different
other
battle
than that,
system than the other Final
right?
Fantasies.
So it's teaching you how to fight. But dude, everything, including the cinematics, like up to where I'm at, is so good. And
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get too excited because Final Fantasy VII did the same thing to me and then has immediately pissed me off beyond belief. So, but dude, it is really rocking where I'm at.
I think what you'll like about this game is the side quest kind of stuff is very optional. Like there's a lot of it. You don't have to do I did all of it because you do get it rewards you for the most part for doing them. There's a lot of
Uh-huh.
stupid ones. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of ones that you're like, why am I doing this at this point? But you get certain things, or like I just like checking those things off. It kind of helps level up sometimes. It might unlock something else. But
I'm,
if you don't want to do, too many of them, it's in your
yeah,
control. It's
I think
a
that's important for me.
it's a fun
It's
game,
just,
yeah.
man, like, or if it's even just more mixed in, it feels like Final Fantasy VII has just been like numerous times in a row of me doing bullshit,
Yeah. Yeah.
that I'm a little over. And again, it's not that I'm quitting. I'll go back to it. I just need a break.
Yeah. No, it's good to take breaks. You just got to always remember to come back cuz I've been known to take breaks and Never.
Yeah, Clair Obscur. You won't finish the best game ever made.
I will. God, there's just so many things, man. There's just so
You
many
have less
things
than
you
1
can
hour of
be.
Claire, though. You have less than 1 hour in that game
Oh, I
to
know.
play.
I know.
But
Maybe
yeah,
that's part of
16.
it.
The beginning of 16.
16 is bonkers, and I think it took me about 60 or 70 hours to play
72.
through it with like a
73.
lot of
Yeah.
stuff. So you've looked, and there's been DLC that I haven't even touched, but
Man, the
I took
story.
I took like a 2-week break. I played it for like 40 hours, took a 2-week break, came back to it, rocked it for the rest of that summer that it was out, and it got fucking gnarly, dude. It's
good. I'm
it's
really
for
into it.
what
I
it
think the
is
story is
awesome. The
good.
music's good. The
The music was
battle
great.
system's
The
really
fact that it
good.
starts off, all the opening stuff is great. All the cutscenes in the castle are great. I really like it. We'll talk about it again in the future. I wasn't even planning to really get into it, but
No,
I really
no,
like
yeah.
it. So we'll talk about it more in the future.
It was one of the games I feel like. So when Tears of the Kingdom, I always say when Tears of the Kingdom came out, that's when I started like playing video games again as like constantly as a hobby. I was back into them for a couple of years because I'd fallen out. I'd play them, but like only the big ones and only here and there. But Tears of the Kingdom brought me back, and Final Fantasy 16 was like the game I played after Tears of the Kingdom. So it was like now that I'm back into playing video games, it was cool to like, that be one of my games. That was a good year for gaming for me, and I think that's what got me back to like now I'm playing a ton, or like always have a game to talk about at least on.
Yeah, I like it. We'll keep playing.
Video games are cool.
What else do you have going on? We have a lot to talk about, and
Yes,
not
we
all the
do.
time in the
Yes,
world.
we do. And you think we only have 2 things to talk about that we know both things about, but we actually have more than that, Jake, because I read 2 books since last we've spoke. 2 books that I know that you've also read.
We can't do 2 books and 2 shows. A show and a movie. We're not gonna be able to do it.
We're gonna. It'll be fine.
Sora's not going to bed until 11.
We'll be fine.
What have you read?
So I'm gonna start with this one. I read, per your recommendation, Recursion.
Okay.
By
Okay.
Blake
Crouch.
Yes.
Okay.
I read that.
I wasn't ready for that.
Just last week over just a couple of days. It's not a super big book.
Yeah, it's a standalone sci-fi.
I love that book. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I love it. Like, it's pretty goddamn good. I was impressed. I was really impressed.
And it's nice as like a one-off.
Yeah.
This isn't a huge series that I'm starting.
I'm so glad it was a one-off, because by the end of it, I was just like, I need this to end. Just like everybody in the book. I was like, this needs to stop one way or another. It was a hell of a good book. And in a world where like there's multiverse shit going on in everything anymore, and this book came out I'd say before it was too much, but I thought it handles it very uniquely, very just like viscerally. Like I could envision myself in a world where this could be how it is, because it explains it through its own science, but like science that's like, maybe.
Yeah, it's science fiction. Right.
Yeah,
I
really enjoyed this book.
I think what he does, I mean, it's, I guess what a sci-fi writer is I've read a couple books by him, and so you're like, okay, it's a chair that has memories, and it's how it creates a little multiverse. Okay, interesting. So, you immediately jump to, okay, here's all the things that can happen with that. At least that's what I do. And you get a couple of ideas. What he's so good at is you think you've figured out all that can happen, and then there's another level of crazy, another level of like the implications of this.
I didn't see that this is where it was going.
Right. So he doesn't do that once. He does it 2 times. He does it a few times. I think that's really impressive. Yeah. I think that's...
Because, okay, so to give a little premise to the shitters,
I haven't read this in a little while, so you have to...
A non-spoiler, and then we're going to get into spoiler stuff. But so the premise of this book is you're following 2 characters. One guy, his name is Barry, and his story starts in 2018. It's written like somebody's writing an autobiography about these characters as they're living their lives, sort of. You know what I'm saying?
I believe you. It's been a while.
Barry,
I'm sorry.
Date 2018,
right.
Whatever.
Okay, I get you.
And then it goes to this. So you read like a chapter of him, and then it's Helena, 2007, and you're like, okay, there are these 2 very different characters with kind of different storylines going on, but similar in a way. And ultimately it comes into like these characters find a way to travel through time per se by using a chair that connects them to a memory in their life, and through being able to like, God, I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. Something about the fourth dimension and traveling through it through your memories. If you record a memory into this machine, I'm doing a terrible job explaining it.
It's hard to explain. Again, I don't remember exactly, but I do know when I read it that I did think, okay, this all seems logical. It doesn't
Mhm.
seem like ridiculous. Would you agree with
Yeah.
that? Even if it's
And
hard
it,
to explain, you're like, yeah,
yeah,
this seems
no,
logical. This makes sense.
yeah, he does a good job. Like it's made up shit, but it's like, all right, for the sake of this
I'm here
story,
for it. I'm here for it.
you've explained enough for me to be like, yeah, that's how it works. The proof is in the pudding. And there's so many times you think you know where the story's going through this, because you got Barry. The first 30 pages of this book did take me some time, like, to really get going. Like, it took me a week to read about 30 pages, and then I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
I finished it in 3 days. After,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those first few pages, they were kind of tough because the story's really heavy. Barry is like, his whole story is like his daughter died one night like 10 years ago, and him and his ex-wife meet up for dinner, and like he just has this really sad life. And it's, as a parent myself, I'm just like, oh,
This
this
is
move this
fucked. This is
this is like
horrible.
so horrible but real. And so it's hard for me to get
Yeah,
through.
you can
And then
relate.
it went to Helena, and she's trying to like, so Helena, she's the girl that creates this chair. She's the scientist that makes the chair that makes people time travel in this book. And she starts off just wanting to heal Alzheimer's because her mom has it. And you're just getting these, dark, sad. There's so much sadness in this book. And that's just how they set it up, but throughout too. So it's like
Yeah.
hard to read, but you want to read it because you want to see where it's taking these characters that
Yeah,
are in these like
it's very
predicaments.
thrillery, right?
Yeah, and the first part of this book is like this
And it's
guy.
short. It's a short book.
It's
That's my big
300 something
recommendation of it.
pages, and it tells a hell of a solid, like, it feels longer story structurally
No
wise.
fat in that book,
Plowed
right?
through it, but like I got everything I needed out of it.
Yeah, no
Um,
fat.
no fat. And so yeah, and it ends up like you're reading the story and seeing how these two characters connect through these events. 2007, 2018, yada yada yada. Spoiler free. That's all I can talk about with this book without getting in any details. So let's just say Jake and I talk about this book for another 10 minutes. If you don't want to know any spoilers, skip 10 minutes. If it's still going, skip a little more. You won't know too much from just a little bit.
Uh, just go
But
read it. Just go read it, then come
just
back.
go read the book and come back, or whatever. Don't care. Here we go.
I'm gonna do magic hands when we're done talking about it.
This
That's gonna be your
ultimately, Jake, I do want to say, as I was saying, this whole book, it's an emotional roller coaster throughout. This book is ultimately, and I said this as soon as I finished the last page, I said, this book is a love story. This book
100%.
is
It's a love
a
story.
love story, but
100%.
not in the way, like I say this and people think they know what I mean by a love story.
It's not a romance. It's a
It's
love
not a
story tied
romance,
in.
but it is
Yeah.
a love story. It is also a story about getting like on with your life and like accepting reality, I guess, accepting
It's
and
heavy,
moving
right?
forward. It's so heavy at
I
parts, dude.
know. I
There's
know.
so many moments that caught me off
It's
guard.
different kinds of heavy too. Like the beginning is the sad, and then the I think the end is more, once they're together and such. I don't know. It's like, God, it fucked me up. I remember reading
It's like
it.
a teeter-totter. It's
Yeah.
like a teeter-totter.
You know when you're reading something and you have those moments where like I can think back to reading this book and remember exactly where I was for a moment of the book where it was emotionally disrupting me. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you
Yeah.
have that with a
Oh,
book, this book did that. And if
absolutely.
a book does that, that's a good book. And it definitely did that to me.
Yeah, it definitely did that to me as well. I mean, honestly, it's like, because the first chunk of this book is Barry gets sent back to his life and he saves his daughter from dying. And you learn that this is what the chair kind of does through him. Like it's his experience, his point of view that you're in when he dies in a chair somewhere in a hotel and wakes back up in an earlier body, and he's just in it before he starts having control of it again. And it's just like, what is the first like 30, 40, 50 pages, you're like, what kind of book is this? Because the memory thing at the beginning, it's tricked in. The book tricks you into thinking it's some sort of disease, false memory syndrome. So like you're trying to figure out how what she's working on makes false memory syndrome, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh no, this is a book that has us traveling through time, and you're still in the first like third of the book at that point. So you're like, okay, so he's traveling through his life. He saved his daughter. What else is going to happen now? And it just gets fucking wonkers from
That's
there.
It's like,
and the rules they set on how this works, the rules, the magic system, I guess you could say, of how the machine works and how at certain points in time, if you hit it, everybody's memories come back. I haven't even got into any. In the spoiler free, we didn't even talk about that. And that's pretty important.
I have to tell you, I don't remember most of this book, so you're bringing stuff back to me that I just don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember when I read this.
Yeah, I think you said it had been a couple years ago at a beach, perhaps.
No, I read the other one at the beach this year. I think I read this when I was buying my house, so I was like a little stressed. But
yeah,
and sometimes when I read a book in a day, I forget what's in it because I read it so fast.
Took me a couple
I can reread
days.
this
Took
happily.
me a couple days.
It's so fucking good though.
It's really good. It's really good. The Slade character.
He's a great character. I mean, he's like the perfect little sci-fi bad guy.
So you think he's taken care of for about a third of the book until he comes back into play again.
Yeah.
Because he is the ultimate end game of this whole thing. He knows the secret of how to shitters that are listening that may have stuck around, do know, don't know. By the end of the book, timelines are like running into each other because certain memories always come back to every person that ever experienced them in whatever timeline at a certain date. So people are constantly remembering dying or like terrible things happening, and things just progressively get worse and worse and worse with this, to the point where like they're going back into memories so far back that they're not even sure they can do it. And Helena ends up reliving her life a fuck ton of times over, just trying to like stop the creation of the chair.
I remember.
And stop people from remembering all the memories. I mean, this story just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds. And in the midst of that, Helena and Barry become a couple, and the way it sprinkles it in, you just go with it.
Their story is what made me sad. That's what I remember. I remember them in their house that they had together, still working on this issue.
They had like
all the
5
time.
houses.
I know. I remember that was a point where I was sad reading this. I was like, oh my god! Like,
oh no, and it gets so heavy.
But dude, he just does that in such a short amount of time. I think that's so impressive. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not a long book. I will say there were points where I think it went like there are like 2 or 3 moments in the book where there's events that happen over and over and over and over a couple times before something changes. I would say he could probably cut a couple of those couples. I don't know which ones, but there were both points where I was like, all right,
okay,
I get
we've
it.
done this.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Time is fucked.
It feels like it'd be a good movie.
I thought it would make a great TV show. I was like, make a mini series. You could do this whole thing. I'd love to see. I could see it visually in my head of how certain episodes would end to kind of keep that intrigue.
Yeah.
Because it does keep you.
4
you think
episodes.
You know one thing. By the time Barry and Helena meet up through time traveling mumbo jumbo, you don't even know they're gonna. You're just like, oh shit, these two care. Like, because for half of the book, you're like, these two don't know each other. In fact, these two are 13 years apart. What are we talking about here? Until they do, and you're just like, you know, Barry gets to live his life with his daughter. He gets to live his life with his wife. Finds out, like, even if she didn't die, their relationship wasn't going to work. And, like, he's accepting of that. Oh,
I forgot about that. Oh.
The way they weave that in, it's so, like, you read it and you're just like,
man, a lot happens in that book.
A lot happens in this book over and over and over. Like, there's some graphic. There's a point where like they're surviving being in the radius of a nuke and people's fucking skin. Their skin is falling off.
That's one of the ones that's like seared into my brain. Is that scene
seared into their skin?
Yeah.
It was. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hadn't like read anything in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So it was nice to hop into a book like that. I
was able to listen to say about it. I just kind of forget.
No,
I just
you're
know
good.
that I really
I
liked
think
it.
you
I
remember
remember the
enough.
last scene really well because
Oh yeah, it's so
I was
fly.
impressed with his ability to just
So
stop at that
fucking
scene
fly.
that
Yes.
they meet each other at the bar.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that
I
was
thought that
so
was
well done
good.
because I loved it every time they like did it in the flashback. So when it happened, even when he
Yeah,
confronts Slade, I was like, and he fucking kills him. I'm just like, this is so cool. This
yeah.
is so like, there's not like it might not be the best book ever written, but there's nothing in it that I could really pick at and be like, this could have been better.
I
Like
don't think
maybe take a rotation out, maybe one or two rotations here and
I mean,
there.
I stand by that no standalone is gonna be the best thing you've ever read, especially a 300-page book. It's just not going to be, but dude, for 300 something pages,
Yeah.
like, think about what you get. You get
Mhm.
a story that you care about, it emotionally affects you, it's thrilling, and a
Yeah.
good ending that, like,
And
surprises
ultimately a love
you.
story.
That surprises you repeatedly. That's a great fucking book, man. It's probably my second favorite standalone book ever. I don't read a
Wow.
ton of them, but I think it's my second favorite one. Project
I've
Hail
read
Mary is number
both of your
one.
top 2 favorite
I
standalone
think it
books.
is. I think it is. I just don't read a lot
It's
of
good.
them.
It's good.
But man, that's a good one. Now
I
they
had a
did make his other book into a show, and I don't know that it did that
right, that's
well.
what we talked about on here before because you were talking
Okay.
dark matter.
I don't
But
know that it did that well.
you were like, Recursion, and I went on my Libby and I was like, put that on hold. And like last month it
It's
popped
good,
up.
right?
I needed an R. I needed an R for this thing I'm doing at the library, and I was like, that's my R.
I'm glad
And
it worked
I'm
for you.
not disappointed. I really had a great time.
I'm glad it works for you.
So that was one of my 2 books that I read.
I've read a book that we haven't talked about since we last talked, and I hated it so much that we will not be talking about it. So think
Fair
about that.
enough. That sucks. I'm
And I
sorry.
read that whole goddamn thing.
At least, hey,
Yep,
sometimes you got to see it through.
I guess. What else did you read?
I read another book. Um, per lots, I've seen it around. You had recommended it as well. And I needed a G for
Let
this
me
one.
guess. G.
Hey,
Green
but that
Bone? I can't
I
count.
needed a G, but I had to do a little work to get to the G.
Okay.
So I had to
So
read another
the
book.
and something like that or
So
no?
I had
Oh,
to
you had
read
a couple books to get to it?
I had to read one book just to get to the G book. So I haven't
Oh.
started the G book. I just finished the first book. But it started with R, so I can't count it as like in my ABC. I read Red Rising. I read Red Rising. It just in the past couple days. I started it Friday, finished it this morning.
That second book is gonna make you ruin the ceiling, bud. And
I
it's
got
gonna
Golden
make you
Sun right
Golden
here.
Sun
Have
is
not
a
started. I was gonna start the first chapter, but then I was like, no, I'll go into this podcast.
10 out of 10.
You think this book here is a 10 out of 10?
That's a 10 out
Oh,
of
yeah? Diaz.
motherfucking 10. That's a 10 out of
Ooh.
10,
Yeah?
in my opinion. Maybe
I'm
9.8.
excited. I'm
It's
excited.
very, very good. It's my second favorite series of all time. Did you hear what I said? Number 2. And
I think you did tell me things like that.
as you can see, it's not from the first book. I think the first book's good, but dude, the second book shits down the throat of the first book. It is that
Dude.
much better.
Dude,
And the first book rocks.
I really
I'm
like the
telling you.
first book. That's a
Did you
good
really
thing
like
to
it?
hear. Oh, I really dude,
Okay, good.
so I'm telling people how I'm reading Sun Eater and shit, and
Uh-huh.
you see it kind of online. So in my head I'm like, oh, this series must be kind of like similar to Sun Eater. Like it must be something like it. So I kind of had sci-fi. So I'm like, oh, let's see what I'm gonna get into. Let's start this. I want to read the G for my G book. I was presented with a whole world and series that is its own thing entirely and vastly. I don't even know why Sun Eater and this are like in the
And
same.
I'll tell you why, because it's the 2 modern sci-fi series that are
I guess so,
fucking incredible. No, I mean, that's
but
the only reason why.
they're both very different. And like I had Sun Eater. Here's this one, but like I think that's what got me was like it was just so much not what I was expecting at every moment that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep. This is pretty cool setup. I will say there was maybe like 1 or 2 twists that I did think like I did was like, is this what this is? But there were a lot of moments throughout the whole book where I was just like, whoa, I didn't know this is what was gonna happen. Whoa, I didn't know. Like he really kept me on my toes, kept me interested pretty much the whole time. The first chapter, much like any fantasy or sci-fi series, is always confusing.
The
got
the
pee again?
first chap I will say this series really quick before we get into the first chapter. If you're gonna read it, don't read anything about it and don't read the back of the book because it
No.
gives
Yeah.
away too
I
much.
didn't.
There's a gigantic spoiler that happens at the beginning of the book that makes this really hard for me to recommend to people without spoiling it for them.
Yeah.
Because it's what this world is. But for me, I had no idea what this was about when I first read it.
Yeah.
And
So
these
when you
two
get to
big
that point,
spoilers that
I know
happened,
exactly what you're talking
there's
about.
two big ones. They happen, and I was so hooked right immediately.
Yeah.
Now, there's
I
things I don't
agree.
like about this book that we'll get into, but these 2 points that we will
Yeah.
get into,
Yeah.
I was just hooked forever. I'm still hooked on the series. I fucking love it.
Yeah. I don't
And it's gonna get
actually.
made into a show, and the show's gonna have an
The show's.
obnoxious budget. The budget is huge for this show,
Really? I
allegedly.
feel like the first
Allegedly
season
9 figures.
doesn't need that much of a budget, but that's just my opinion.
Just wait.
Oh no, I
It
imagine
turns
once
into
it gets
it
to
turns into
this
Space War.
book, I bet. But the first book, the whole time I was thinking like this doesn't even really need to be a sci-fi book. Like I'm not really picturing.
Yeah.
It's very modern. Like
Let's get into it. I apologize.
yeah.
Let's get into it.
So I don't know how to talk about much of this book without giving a spoiler away.
I can do it. I've done it 6 times in the last week recommending this to people.
Okay, do
You
that real
start
quick
off,
then, and then we're gonna get to spoilers.
you're starting with your character named Darrow. He lives on the inside of Mars. He is a not hell diver. That's what I keep thinking of. I forget what they're called exactly. Do you remember? He's a
Yeah,
driller.
He's a hell diver.
A hell diver. Okay, he's a
Yep.
hell diver. I can't
Yep.
believe I still got that in the brain. He's a hell diver that drills into Mars because they're mining Mars. And they are told, he and his people that are inside of Mars, they're told that they are the people that are helping Earth and humans expand and leave Earth and take over the solar system. And they live through really shitty conditions, and life isn't great, and food is scarce, and all those things you can imagine. And he's married to a woman, and he's got a family, no kids. And so it feels like so much longer than it really is, but it's only like 40 pages before it starts to like pop the fuck off of, oh
Yeah.
shit, what is happening?
Yeah, but it packs a lot in those first 40 pages.
Oh, I mean, it's like yeah, to me, I thought it was like 100 something. It's 40 pages of
once it hit like
that.
chapter 5, I was like, what's going on?
So I think that's all you can really give people without spoiling anything.
Without any of the good spoilers, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't read the front cover of the book, and I'm glad I didn't either.
Yeah.
I really just was like, I'd see it. I knew nothing. I knew fucking nothing other than this was the other sci-fi series. I grabbed that book and I was like, check it out. Let's read it. And I actually started the audiobook. I listened to the first 2 chapters because I was like doing work. So I was just listening to it and I read when I could. And it just gets to that point. So I'm just going to hop into spoilers. When it hit that he came to the realization that Mars is fucking occupied and everything's good, I was like,
it's not just that it's
whoa.
occupied. It's that the
it's
world
thriving.
above Mars is a futuristic super society, and he and his people are the slaves of that society.
I will say when I got to that part, I was like, oh,
so
fuck.
That's a little bit on the back, but even also, obviously, that's the biggest point of the story is that none of them know this. They live on the inside of Mars. None of them know that is happening.
Yeah.
And then
they have like false skies and they like holograms like to give them representation of like a world.
So then he and his wife see the world for what it really is outside, and they are punished for this, and his wife is killed. That is what's on the back of the book, and I thought that was fucking crazy.
What? They put that in the book?
On the back of the book. It's on the back of the book. Or it says on the back of the book, it's like, he must get retribution for his wife. Like, dude, the first quarter of the book, his wife is alive.
Well, but at the same time, though, I will say the whole time I'm reading the beginning of that book, I'm like, this bitch he's got a wife. She's dead. She is so dead. So fucking dead.
Yeah, his new one's better anyway.
I was not shocked by her dying.
His new chick's better.
I do like Mustang. That's about as Virginia.
So, to carry on the story.
Well, that's the thing. I at no point knew where it was. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm starting this series. He's sneaking in to the Golds. He gets his whole world changed to become this secret agent to invade the Gold Society and like fight from within from the fucking Sons of Ares, this terrorist organization. There's your Final Fantasy VII, and he's got to go to this institute. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, okay, this should be good. Like another school type of series. I'll read another one of these type of things. Like,
no.
because even The Name of the Wind, I love that book, and it's a school. Like he goes to an academy, and my saddest thing, knowing that this next book he's in that academy the whole time, I'm like, oh, I thought we were gonna. I didn't know this was gonna be a whole fucking school thing.
For Name of the Wind?
Yes.
You're saying? Oh,
so like I'm going into this just kind of like another school.
Fuck that
like,
series. We're talking Red Rise.
Let's see how this school thing goes, and just like you kind of just start figuring out like, oh, this whole book is gonna be like Hunger Games but with armies.
Yeah, my only criticism of the book is it is obviously very derivative of Hunger Games in that
which is
book.
fine. I do not think there's any, because like it's not even like, I don't even want to say it's Hunger Games. It's just like Hunger Games is the best thing I can compare it to. It does its own thing. It's so you're sent into this academy that is started off with an amount of time.
Battle to the death with somebody.
Battle to the death, but with immediately you fight a guy to like get past the first thing. So you have to kill somebody, and then they put you into houses, and then you all go and you get a plot of land and you fucking invade each other. And every piece of land has like different things that area of the world would make them better at having resources. It was fucking good, dude. It was so good. Like the fact that this book is going to make that one look bad. I was really
impressed. The worst book in the series by a mile.
Okay, then. Well, I'm glad to hear that because I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's so good. The Reaper is all time.
The arcs, the way he sets it up in like different chunks of the story, like I love how the first like part of that is just war between just House Mars. It's just them fighting each other for a chunk.
Getting their own shit out, right?
But and it's so compelling. But that like, well, it can't just be them this whole book. Like we got to move on to other people, and how it consistently moves on to the other people, and how certain like things get found out about or way things happen. I was just like, yeah, I want to see this. It really is. It's called Red Rising because the book continuously just like rises. It just keeps going and going and going until it's over.
I haven't read this one in 3 years.
Yeah.
The series is incredible. The last book's going to be coming out next year. I cannot wait. That is a reread for like I'll reread the whole series.
I got some work to do. I plan on at least doing the first trilogy here in the next couple weeks. And
the first trilogy is very different than the next set of books. I'd say the first trilogy is somewhere between YA and adult fantasy, and then the second set of books is much more adult driven.
Well, that's the thing, man. The way this story went,
very easy to read those first 3 books. Very easy to read.
I'm so compelled to see where we continue going from here because it's got to be different. It's got to be like the one thing that sucks about Hunger Games is it does it 3 times.
Everybody other than me, that's their favorite book in the series.
Red Rising?
One you're holding.
Oh, this one
that's their favorite book in the series. Everybody other than me.
It's not your favorite?
Yeah.
But you said it was 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's so good.
I guess
I like the second group of books more than the first group of books. Okay. But that's not everybody's. I don't think everybody feels that way at first. But my God, that book right there starts to. I think that book starts to really tell you what the series is, because the first book. So like, here's my criticism of the first book.
Yeah.
Okay. It starts with, and it's not a criticism. It's like, I guess it is a criticism, but. It's his first book series, man. Like, he deserves some slack, is what I'm saying. So I'm not, like, being a dick.
Pretty goddamn good, then.
Well, it's the only thing he's going to write for a while, it appears. And I don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude,
more. I'm
good,
depressed that it's going to end.
Yeah.
Well, he has already he actually just came out 2 days ago, and I've watched a lot of interviews with this guy because I really like him. But I won't get into him.
Handsome fellow.
I really like this guy. He, and he loves anime. So he's Pierce Brown. He
good looking fellow right there.
But he's gonna make.
I was impressed. I was like, you don't see a lot of good looking fantasy guys.
So he really wants to do. He talks about how he's got so many other stories in this world that he could tell, and he's correct. And as you read, you'll see like that is a fact. And they're making an announcement in like a week and a half. I think it's the 15th. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce an animated series for it, or like a manga comic type style for the series of not of Red Rising, of side stories. So I'm excited.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
not
really
of the series
cool.
itself, of
Like
side stories that
novellas.
yeah, stories that aren't going to be told otherwise.
Yeah.
So they're either going to be in. I'm guessing they might be, like comics.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it would I would say it'd be very bold of them to make an anime of like these side
he
stories from a book, something that's just a book series.
well, 100% they are. He said that he has had 9-figure budget offers for this fucking series. How sick is that? That's
It's
crazy.
only knowing the first book, I'm like, yeah, I believe it. And knowing that
Okay,
it gets better and it
let me.
evolves.
So my only
Really
criticism
good.
of the first book is so at the beginning you're like, hey, we're gonna do a fucking rebellion, and it changes Darrow, changes him into a gold from this little puny red. Reds are starved and they're little and they don't have food, and they turn him into like a giant fucking machine of a gold. They make him beautiful and perfect, and you're gonna do a revolution. And then he goes into the school, and the school, like, I guess this is the difference, is the school is just like this little thing in the world that's happening, and the revolution isn't really happening for most of like the time he's in the school. He's just trying to survive and put things together. Now, it's
Yeah.
all very important towards developing him as a person and character, but you're not really fixated on the world as a whole or this revolution.
Hmm.
And then, of course, at the end, him overthrowing the school obviously is important towards the
Yeah.
revolution. But then the second and the third books, now you're really getting into the scope of this whole world and what it is and how they're going to overthrow this. And it fucking
Everything
okay.
you said, other than like this plot specific things, um, is how I feel about the first 3 books in the Sun Eater series too. So that gets me
Yeah,
really excited. That gets me really excited because I like when I like a first book a lot and then the second one just is like totally different but really fucking good.
it's so good. And yeah, it just even as I'm saying it, it is very important to have him in the school because it's where he learns a lot of like how to
Well, the school is
handle
awesome.
people.
If we're gonna do a
This
school thing, I had a great time. It
The
wasn't
school is
school.
awesome, and
They
I
just went
enjoyed
to
it.
war. They made warriors out of
Love
themselves.
it, and I enjoyed it.
It's
My only
great.
thing, again, is that I wanted
Severo,
revolution,
what a
and it
bro.
feels like you're working towards a revolution, and then he
Mm.
goes into school, and that's not revolution anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
no.
all.
You just get
But
more into the revolution, but like it's the
but those
early
characters in the
seeds.
school are the main characters of the book series for the rest of the book series. It's you know what I mean? It is
I'm so curious to see where so many characters go. I'm like, which one of these ones are gonna help the rebellion? What are we doing here? Who's gonna be a good guy in the end? Like, I
well, what do
can't
you have
wait.
going on right now? I don't know how the first book ends exactly with
Oh, the
each
first book
character.
ends and they
With each
just
character. The
win.
only thing I remember is him overthrowing the school. You learn
He goes
who
to
somebody's someone is. You learn who somebody's certain
yeah.
family member
Mustang
is.
is the whatever. She's the Archduke's daughter, and she's the
Okay.
Jackal's sister. That's like the big twist at the end. I kind of expected that was one of the twists that I was like, I bet she's like related to this Jackal that the Archduke is.
And Severo.
Severo is.
Okay.
I love Severo, that little fucking wolf motherfucker. Oh, him and
That's
when you find out about his dad being Fincher,
that's what I'm
Fishner,
trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get across.
that
Get
was
to.
a.
Yes.
I was like, whoa, I didn't see that
That's
twist
what I was trying to
coming.
get to.
There's so
Yes.
many little things like that. Yeah, him
So
being his son.
so
Love
this is
Severo.
my college roommate. This is his favorite book series. Not
Okay.
even a question. His number
Hmm.
one, and Severo is his favorite character.
Severo's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that I'm like, he better end up being like cool and fighting with the Reds because there's like that other twist in the first book. So I mean, there's so many things that keep happening that like you don't have time to get bored of where the story's going because you're just like back on your toes again. When you find out that Titus motherfucker was also a Red that got like carved
Oh, I
and sent
didn't. Yeah.
in, I was
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, we're going Attack on Titan levels of like other invading units of people. Like
Yeah.
it was, I was like, where are we gonna go with this? And you don't really go anywhere with that, but you know it's gonna tie
I
in
like it because
somewhere.
it also shows, taking it like a little bit higher, is it shows the scale of this rebellion. And also, I like it because I think it gets talked about more in the future, but it is true where Darrow's like, or maybe he talks about it right then that he thinks he's really special. And it's like, no, no, no. They'll, like, your own rebellion will fucking get rid of you. Like, here's Titus. Here he is right here. He's part of this. This is a
Hmm.
guy they pulled out all the same, just like me. And yeah,
He's here.
it's so good. It's so good. Darrow is he's an all timer.
Darrow's a great like I was writing notes about that. and we haven't even got into it. As a main character, I love him. He's very unique. He's very like he's such a Vegeta, but like the main
That's why he's my
character.
favorite.
You know what I mean?
Comment.
Like he just cocks the fuck
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
I just came up with that too. I didn't think it as I was reading it, but now as I was saying it, I'm like, he is not what you expect your protagonist to always say
the
to
fucking
people.
Reaper, baby.
He's the Reaper. He is the Reaper. Dude, have you listened to any of the audiobook?
No.
It's a fucking like Scottish Liam Neeson sounding motherfucker, like a young Liam Neeson.
Okay.
And it's just like, it gives him that fighting Irish, fighting Scottish like type of vibe when he's like telling bloody fuck. Like it's so, it's so good. So like, it blends with his character. You just feel him as like the Mars folk is fucking.
The Reaper's my second favorite character ever. That's a fact.
Reaper.
He can't be Randolph Thor, but fuck.
I just want to say, you know what one of my favorite things fantasy series do? Or sci-fi fantasy, anything like that? They give a character a fucking cool nickname. I love cool nicknames. The Dragon Reborn.
And he's got a cool ass weapon, dude.
Oh my god!
Like, what are we talking
Hadrian
about?
Half Mortal. We got fucking the Reaper. I just love a good nickname. Even the side characters have nicknames, and I'm like, I can vibe with nicknames. Nicknames help me. Goblin, Severo. I like nicknames. Help me get characters.
Mustang is a
Mustang, Virginia. Yeah, dude, love it. The Reaper, cool name. He's a cool main character. You really believe he's gonna do? And the thing is, like. And I'm sure in later books he'll have more like failures, but like in this book, other than like one time he takes like a hit and dies a little, he is just kicking ass.
I don't know. He's kind of the fuck. I'm gonna tell you, he's kind of the fucking man.
Whatever, then I'm fine with that too.
I'm just fucking around. He is the fucking man, though. And I'm all about that. Some people don't like a perfect character, like that he's so good at everything, and I'm like, dude, I love it. What are we talking about?
I've seen him come from shit. Like he died and came back to life. He can pop off. No, Yugi. It's good to have a blend. It's good to have a good blend of like main characters that are like Naruto, main characters that are like Yugi. We got a main character that's like Vegeta, and
he's good enough. He's good enough where the last book could make me like him more than Randolph Thor.
Wow.
He's that good.
Wow.
And what's great about this series,
and
too...
I haven't even got to the good stuff with
What I'm so impressed with... So books 2 and 3 are fucking incredible. Some people didn't like book 4 as much. I liked it a lot.
Iron
5...
whatever.
Huh?
Iron something?
Iron Gold.
Iron Gold.
Yeah. 5... Ooh, 5's good. And then 6 came out 2 summers ago. 2 summers ago. And it is my favorite book in the series thus far. So, like, I think as a writer, he's only getting better. Yeah. I really do.
That's good. That's so good to hear.
I think it's so impressive. You know how I feel about that. I've talked about that kind of stuff before. It's Iron Gold, Dark Age.
Yes.
And then Lightbringer.
I looked into it.
Unbelievable.
Do they get much bigger? Like, do they say the same like size of book, or
they are bigger?
They are bigger.
They're bigger only because,
that's okay.
Again, no, this is important. This is a very important distinction between the first 3 genuinely are between YA and adult fantasy. And I think why people maybe didn't like book 4 as much is it is a big shift. Maybe not, to me, a very noticeable shift to, hey, this is really adult fantasy now. Like, this is high-level adult fantasy with, like, impeccable writing. Like, in my opinion, by book 4, starting in book 4, his writing is just like, God, he's good, man. I like Pierce Brown a lot. I've listened to a ton of interviews with him. I love him.
I'm sure by the next time we do a podcast, I will have finished both of the at least 2 and 3.
Don't rush it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride. Don't rush it.
Well,
I just want you to just enjoy the ride.
I am enjoying it, but my plan is to get this one's Golden Sun, this is my G, and then M
Morning
is
Light.
So that's my M. So I'm trying to get both those done this month.
Fuck, they're good, man.
I'm excited.
And I'm so busy this month too, so I probably won't be able to read them, but yeah. God, they're good. I'm so glad you liked the first one.
I did. I liked it.
I thought you would, but I understand
what it caught me off guard.
I understand
why
it's derivative.
It caught me off guard.
I understand where some people could be a little like, hey, this is very Hunger Gamesy. For me personally, they do their own thing with it. The second that those 2 twists happened of there's an outside world and EO dying, I'm all in. I was
Yeah.
so in. I thought it
Yeah.
was that good.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. As soon as I found out there was an out, like that Mars
'Cause you're
wasn't
like,
like
"What is this about? Like, what
you're
is
you're
this
trying to
about?"
figure out the world through Mars's like through his lens of what it is. So you're
Right.
like, okay, they've
And you're
explained
interested
how this world works.
and I think he did well at making you give a shit because then he's also talking about, like, how Darrow's got problems with snakes in, like, the drilling, and the drill gets
Mm,
too hot, and, like, there's a whole story that happens with him drilling, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And,
It just becomes something else entirely.
what I like too is that the beginning of the book too, Darrow's really into I think it's important throughout the series, but thinking back on it, if I remember correctly, yeah. He is like he just wants to be a family man. Like he just wants to go and do his job and come
Yeah.
home to his wife and he is happy to do all that.
Yeah.
And goddamn, does that all change? Because he is just so happy. Like he's a
That's life.
very yeah, he's just like an everyday guy and he turns into the fucking Reaper, dude.
The
Turns
Reaper.
into the Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking rocks, man.
Oh.
It's super fucking rocks.
We'll
It's an
probably get
all-timer
more
for
into
me.
detail another time for sure, because there's a lot about this book I do want to talk about, but we should move on to our main topics for tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of time
So
for
we'll
it.
leave Red Riot. So yeah, I read 2 books that you had I knew you liked. I was looking forward to telling you I read them,
How'd I do?
and life goes on.
How'd I do?
How'd you do?
On my recce's, on my
Oh,
recommendations.
dude, double kill. Bam, bam.
Hell
Two
yeah.
two good books.
Hell
That's all
yeah.
right.
All right, which one first?
Creature Commandos. We're gonna do Creature
I
Commandos
couldn't agree
first.
more because,
Yeah,
in my
it's the
opinion,
best way to do it.
Creature Commandos for me,
Mm-hmm.
incredible. Like, like really, really good. I have never, just quickly, I have never been into an animated superhero show before. Yeah, you're good. I've never been into an animated superhero show before, especially not like this. And my goodness, I could not have been more into it. I couldn't have been more into it. The first episode, maybe a little slow, and I'd never heard of Creature Commandos. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. I've never heard of them. I was a little nervous because DC
Vaguely.
hasn't exactly been my friend for the last 30 years until recently. But
Yeah.
my God, they did so good that I'm excited about the future of DC. It is that good. I
Yeah.
think it is like it is the best superhero animated show I've ever watched.
Wow. Holy shit.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you
that
really
good.
liked it.
I loved it. Did you
Let
love
me
it?
ask you a question. Did you watch The Suicide Squad, which is the one James
No,
Gunn made?
no.
Okay. Or Peacemaker. You haven't watched either of those.
I watched Peacemaker.
You watched Peacemaker? Oh, well,
But
that's
it's not
good too.
animated, right?
No.
Okay.
But The
Yeah, I watched
Suicide Squad
Peacemaker.
is kind of like a prequel to this series. It takes place.
This,
There's a lot of references they make to that movie in this series.
yeah.
So kind of making it canon. Their characters straight from that series in this fucking show. I mean, a lot of the shit you hear about Rick Flag's kid is it just happened. Like he's talking about him dying. He died in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. All
You
I
should
know
watch that
is
movie. It's pretty good. I think you like it.
each episode where they do the back it's like I don't know how much I would love it moving forward. That's my only thing.
Mm-hmm.
But each episode of doing the background on each of the characters just devastated me. Every character's
So well
background
placed.
story devastated me. I was invested and I loved it. I loved every episode. I
Yeah.
really believe it was that good.
I'm
Where
glad you really enjoyed it.
I was 3 episodes in, and then Tori was like, "Oh, I heard that was good. I wanted to watch it with you." And I was like, "Yeah, it's too late. Like you're gonna like I'm watching this. I love it.
It's 7 episodes. You guys can watch it at any time together.
I just man, is it good though? Oh,
Yeah, I think well, I was thinking about it too, like it's only 7 episodes. You think about every episode's like 20 minutes. It's animated, but it would make it just a solid movie. Like James Gunn is just great at telling. If he writes something, he can make a very well put together story with a group of characters. And I think if it was just one film, because that's the thing, this first season is one contained story.
I love that.
Which
For
I
me,
didn't expect.
I love that. That's
Until the
my
end.
style, though.
Oh yeah,
That's my style.
Knowing that there's a season 2, but also knowing that this had its own contained story, I was like, oh, this is kind of different. You don't get a lot of series like this because some main characters die. like die off and will not be back, hopefully, if they stick to their rules.
I think they're gone.
And that's just how we're getting to this. I don't even know if Rick Flag will generally be in or
I don't
need
think he'll
to
be
in the
involved
show.
anymore. They don't show it as if he's going to be involved.
So, like, it's almost like season 2 is going to be this whole other show.
Well, and
that's
especially
just
if
what
you
I'm
think
saying
about
the end
if
of
we're
it.
doing small spoils on
we gotta get into
regard,
it.
The end of it, you see all these new characters.
Yeah.
So that makes me think we're going to do the same thing in season 2.
See,
dude,
I don't think so, because there's only a couple new characters.
Okay, but I mean, what I mean is we'll have maybe some new background stories. That's all I mean.
Which is fine.
Those background stories, man, oh my God. I just, like, the overall modern story is good of, like, what's happening right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's good. But the background story stuff is unbelievably good.
The way they weave it into the episode for every
well done too. Well done that you don't feel like this is the part of the episode where we do background, and this is the part of the episode that's
that's
it's not like that. It's
happening, but you're like, this is fine. I get why we're doing it.
Yes, it is. It is good. I know that's all I say all the time. I feel like is that it's good, but man, this show just blew me away. And
I'm glad you liked it this much.
That can't think about how good they've done with this. There's a character that doesn't speak. He doesn't speak, and they do his background story, and it might be the one that touched me the most. It's how good is that, man?
That's pretty
good.
How
good is James Gunn? How good is James Gunn?
He's good.
What the fuck was Marvel doing letting this guy go?
Hey, I don't know. I mean,
how good is it?
It's a good thing they did. It's good. Oh, it's good. The things that this man can do with side characters is insane. That alone. That's why I knew he was going to make a good Superman movie. I was like, this motherfucker made Peacemaker and the Weasel cool. Like, I'm pretty sure Guardians of the Galaxy, nobody fucking knew before that movie
nobody
came
knew
out.
It. So, I didn't know Creature Commandos. I'd never heard of them. And I'm like,
I had known about it for a couple years now because I knew that was going to be the first like thing he was working on. It came out earlier this year, so it's technically the first DCU thing, even though the Suicide Squad and Creature Commander Peacemaker clearly take place in the DCU. So whatever. It was fun. Because I had watched the first 2 episodes when they came out, and then I just stopped there. Other things happened. Life's busy.
Is episode 2 the background on the bride?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
And so I was like, "Ooh, this is good. We'll get back to this." So when we needed something, I was like, "Hey,
I'm gonna bust this out.
Let's watch this." And I'm glad that you were when you texted me, because I hadn't like restarted it yet. I was like, I gotta watch that before this weekend. And you were having a good time. I was like, let's go. And I watched an episode a day. I just was like, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna watch it at my lunch. And I'll tell you, by episode 6, I was like, oh man, I do want to just watch the next episode, but I'll wait. And I'm glad I did, because it gave me time to kind of like sit with each episode. Yeah, everybody's got such a great backstory. Like, Dr. Phosphorus is sad. Like,
they're all sad. They're all sad.
Yeah, you understand why these people are like villains, if not borderline villains.
Every story is horribly sad.
Yeah.
And then just to do the episode of I don't know what Frankenstein's name is. I can't remember, but
Frank, I think.
Yeah, like, I mean, his episode is fucking good, where he's living with the gypsy woman who can't see.
Oh,
God fucking damn it, dude.
Yeah, it's heavy.
I took a break after that episode. I didn't watch it for a few days, and I was like, wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
because you're like starting to. It's really good.
You're starting to like him, but you're also like, he's kind of crazy.
Well, you're starting to feel sympathy for him. That's what they're doing. They've in a very short amount of time.
I almost missed the post-credit scene at the end of the last episode with him in it.
I didn't see that. What's that?
It's him living with a new gypsy lady. Like, he's alive. He's good. He's with a different gypsy lady. Yeah, I was just scrolling through, like, because the episode ended. HBO Max had, like, put it away. But I was like, oh, let's just scroll. Like, it's a superhero thing. And yeah, there was a post-credit scene of him just being like, explaining why he still thinks the bride loves him. Like, he's just like, yeah, she shot me.
That's awesome.
So he's still alive. So he'll be back.
I laughed really hard. I the episode maybe 6 where he's going to the bride and he's on the plane describing to the guy how it's going to be so heroic when he shows up and explains that
he's talking about
It's so
his new
funny.
best friend.
And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
it's gonna be a love movie, not in
Yeah.
this pornographic, sick, twisted way that you're thinking, but in a love way.
And
It's so good.
it doesn't show the guy driving for a while, so you're just like, "What the?" And then it shows him finally, and he's just, like, scared out of his mind. He's like, "Oh my fucking
Man, is
god,
it
get me
good.
out of here."
It's a great
Yeah.
show.
Even the
That's
story
one.
that's happening in it was still pretty compelling. It was a
Yeah,
back and forth. It was like, "We gotta save this girl. Actually, she's evil. Actually, she's not evil. Nah, she
right,
is." Pow!
right. And I know some other people that have watched it that loved it too. So it's a big
Yeah, it reviewed
recommendation for
really
me.
well. I'm really looking forward to a season 2 just because I'm just like, you could go anywhere with this. This was a very I feel like it's just like a movie. That's why I'm like, it's only
It's
about 2.5 hours.
a closed circuit.
It could be its
Yeah,
own thing. You want more, and we're gonna get more. But like, holy shit. It,
I like closed circuits sometimes. It's one of
sometimes,
my
especially
complaints
when
about
it
something
like
else we're going to talk about.
it's going back and forth so much by the end.
Yeah,
Because seriously, it's almost like it could end and it was like, oh, they were just tricked by Clayface. Like, that's the end. No,
yeah.
no, actually, she's a cunt.
Well,
Kill
and especially
her.
because they're bad guys, right? That you're
Right.
like, they could have done the wrong thing. That would have
Yeah.
made sense.
They're
And then guess
quote
what?
unquote bad guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Of
Yeah.
course,
They're
of
like
course, of course.
reasonable bad guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
The
good.
animation's really good too. It's nice to look at. It's not like the best animation I've ever seen, but it's like
Doesn't need
really
to be,
smooth
right?
for what it is.
Doesn't need
Yeah.
to be, right?
It's modern American,
It
really
looks like a
good.
superhero show.
Looks like Archer,
Yeah.
honestly.
It,
Like
that's a,
modern Archer.
I would agree.
Yeah, with a little bit more of a budget, like a little Warner Bros. Budget behind it.
DC is fucking
We're
rocking,
we're
dude.
coming
I
back.
never
We're
in
coming
my
back.
life would have thought that a DC universe would be more exciting for me than a Marvel universe, and that's where I'm at.
You know what's crazy, dude? I remember the early days. DC was on top at first. When The Dark Knight came out, when the Batman Begins the Dark Knight came out,
But was that a universe in this same way?
it was the closest thing we had to a universe at the time.
Right.
Marvel
That's fair.
created the universe, but at that point in time, it was like, oh, Marvel
Well, of
makes the
course, The
fun
Dark Knight's the
movies,
best.
DC makes the real serious one. Like, and people had more
Yeah.
respect for that back then. But then
Yeah,
things
it's
stopped
different.
being that way.
But damn, this
But
is
it's cool
good,
to see
man.
DC coming back. Yeah, Superman
I
was
never
great.
thought I would. I
This
never
was
thought I
great.
would.
I recommend you should watch the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
And the post-credit scene. And you've already seen Peacemaker, and just get ready for
Peacemaker's
Peacemaker
good
season.
too. I really liked Peacemaker.
Yeah, you like Peacemaker, and you didn't even see the movie that he's like introduced in.
Yeah. And if I like, I'm really tough on shows. Like I'm
Yeah.
very critical on. Like I'll just quit watching shit. Like if I
Yeah.
don't like it, I cannot be compelled to watch something I don't like. I will just quit.
Yeah.
And I think they're just all too long and whatever. That's a different conversation. So Peacemaker for me was just like
Peacemaker
a
grabs
random.
you very quick.
Peacemaker for me was just a random throw on that I was like, whatever. I need to kill
Yeah.
time. I have nothing to do at night, and then I was hooked. So
Yeah.
that's a glowing review for me.
Season 2
I like
comes out in a
Peacemaker.
couple weeks. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I knew it was coming out soon. I should know when.
Couple weeks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
dude.
I know some
All
guys
right.
that'll watch it and review it. If you guys ever need a review, I know some guys that'll watch it and review it.
Oh, I'm gonna be watching it every week. I am so
All right.
excited. That's the thing.
Last
There's
thing.
not a lot of DCU, so I'm trying to eat up as much as I can.
Yeah.
Superman was good. Yeah.
Superman was great. We didn't talk about it together on here, but I thoroughly enjoyed Superman.
So
like,
did I.
don't really have any complaints about it. Like it's in the 9s for sure. Like it's good.
9.
Man.
I'd say
really
it's a 9.
good.
For me, it's a 9. Yeah.
It's in the. Like, I really.
It's not changing the world, but it's a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would argue. So for me, it changes the world a little bit because I hated Superman, and I was like, "This is a good Superman movie."
It's fair. I went into this because I love Superman.
So I have some. Yeah. What else are we talking about? Last thing.
We are talking about the Fantastic Four First Steps film.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And actually, dude, I wanted to get into this first before we get into the movie because I do have a little precursor to this. Sometimes in life, a movie comes out and you'll go and see it, and at first, upon first watching, you just kind of like, yeah, I like that. I didn't love it. And that's how I felt when I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I was a little late. I remember we had taken the kids that I worked with to Del Grosso for the day. My 2 buddies were at the theater already. I was like, I'm coming, guys. I just got back from work. I got to it a little late, but not like super late. And I just was like, I don't know. I was like, that was good. I saw it blow up all summer long. I was like, yeah, it was good. I don't know. I mean, maybe I missed something. And some time went on, and I ended up like torrenting it because I sailed the high seas back then. And
The Pirate Bay.
I did. And I watched it again, like in my apartment, you know, and it became one of my favorite Marvel movies at the time. The whole soundtrack's on my fucking thing. Like,
Yeah, it rocks.
it was like, what was I not seeing the first time I saw this that I'm seeing now? A little different with Fantastic Four because I still liked it quite a bit, but I had a lot that I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why all the hype. I don't get why people are loving it. Few things. I had been up at 3 a.m. that morning to edit the podcast episode that week, so I was sleepy. We had Chinese. I don't, all this
That will
stuff.
knock you out.
The Du Bois Theater. I'm not really nothing against them. I do love that theater. They didn't present the best. It was a little warm in the room. The screen, a little hard to see at times, and the speakers. We go to Altoona usually. That place is bum.
Yeah, I go to the best movie theater in
That's
the
where
world.
we saw Superman.
I travel for it.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Totally.
How far are you from the Toon?
Just 50-something minutes, but some weekends I'm like, Du Bois.
That's me. I go to Morgantown. It's about 50.
I was like, Du Bois should do. I don't know. When you can hear the guy a seat back eating his popcorn, I'm like, I don't think the music's loud enough.
That
so,
shit sucks.
There were a lot of things that were kind of taking me out of the movie.
Yeah.
As I was watching it. It was hot. I really just wanted to
get out of there.
Yeah,
I get it.
So, like, even though I enjoyed it, I was like, I even talked to one of my coworkers who also was just like, yeah, it's because it is. It's a very just like, this is the movie. This is what's happening. These are the problems.
Yeah, I have some complaints.
Yeah, it's not perfect by any means, but I wasn't feeling it per se. So, well, recently I started sailing the high seas again, and I found a way to rewatch it, in my own comfort zone.
It was your memories. You were dreaming it. Yeah,
I dreamed it. I just dreamed it in my own memories. And my memories remembered the whole movie. And I watched it again.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it a lot more. I enjoyed it a lot. I was like, oh, wow. In a comfortable, like, me not wanting to just be done. I liked, there were some things that, like, I was critiquing
I liked the movie a lot.
Worked. I now like the movie quite a bit.
I liked the movie a lot. It's like, objectively, it's a good movie. It just is.
I don't know if I still think, like, sometimes I saw an ad the other day that was like, this is one of the best superhero movies ever made. And I'm just like, okay, it's not that good. But
so here's the problem.
Fine. It's fine.
Before I almost have to say this right away. If this movie came out in 2007,
yeah,
it would be the best superhero movie. The problem is this movie, I watched it and I was like, oh man, I like that. That was good. I sent you 2 thumbs up. The more I thought about it, I was like, damn it. They fucking got me. Like, they get everybody because it's the same cookie cutter of every movie they fucking make. Like, the plot is the same. It's all the same. The cookie cutter of, here we are. But now we do quick backstory. But it's like a restart of this universe. Oh, here's our big bad guy. We can't beat him. And we did beat him, kinda. It just feels... that's my complaint. But I can't say enough.
There's a good movie built around that structure.
I loved, like, watching it, I really liked it. When I finished it, I was like, I really liked it. As I thought about it more, I was like, man, I guess my complaint, and it's hard, like, I want to say the good things as well. The good things, I think the casting is great.
Negative, so yeah.
Let's talk goods really quick. Pedro Pascal's good. Johnny Flame, I think he's the best. Is that his name? Johnny Flame. He's the best. Johnny Storm, whatever. He's the best. I think he's the best casting of the 3. I think Sue Storm should try to revert or sue everyone who gave her plastic surgery. That is my actual one complaint about the actual filming of the movie is, spoilers, she does something very extreme and, like, supposed to be putting her most effort in the world into it, and her forehead does not move. That is too much plastic surgery. Her forehead does not move. I love the time frame, that it's like this old school time frame, right?
The universe they put it in is great.
It's great. That is all great. And the characters are believable. I like it. Okay. complaints. I wish we could have got a little bit more into each character, right? Like, I don't feel like I bonded with them sometimes because there's just not.
Yeah.
I don't know. By trying to do all four, and I guess that's the problem with a Fantastic Four, is that like I just don't feel bonded to any of the four of them. Like, I feel like with each of them, you get maybe like 4 or 5 sentences of here's who this character is. Like Johnny Storms, he's like, oh, I think I like Silver Surfer. I'm like kind of the fun one. And it's just kind of like it just could be like it just could be more developed. Each character could be a little bit more developed, and maybe that's where the movie's a bit rushed. That's
Yeah.
my opinion on that.
Okay.
My real problem is, dude,
I felt that way a little. I just want to say
that each character could be more developed. That
but
is
when I
just,
watched it a second time, here's the crazy thing. When I watched it a second time, I was like, well, I do feel like actually I know these guys a little. Like there were so many jokes that like landed better for me a second time because I felt like I knew them more because I knew them now.
It's
But
not that I think
interesting
they
the first
don't.
time around.
I think they do good things to develop them. It just, why not make the movie 10 minutes longer and give me a little bit more of
Because it's
these
not long.
characters? It's very short for
It's
one of these
dude,
movies.
when I was
believe it.
dreaming, well, the weird thing with my dream was it had like a
It had
timer.
timestamps.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, it's almost over and it's only been on for an hour and 40 minutes. Like, holy
Yeah,
fuck.
so I was shocked about that because I just feel like they could have spent more time developing these characters because they had great actors for these characters, so it could have been done.
Well, it's because their plan is to develop them more throughout the more movies.
Right. So this is my problem, and that is what we're getting into, is, listen, man, to me, it seems like almost so forced that like, and obvious that all they want to do is do Endgame again. They're like, we got to get Endgame again. We got to get Endgame again. We have to get back to Endgame. That's all they want to do. And they were trying to do that with that horrific character. The guy, I don't even care what he did as an actor, which apparently was not good. What was the black guy who beat up his girlfriend or some shit? Yeah. That guy fucking sucked. And they're like, this is going to be our new, like, everyone has to be the new Thanos, the new Thanos. We have to have this new overarching big bad guy. Everything has to be this crazy series. And it's just like, when you think back to how the Marvel stuff started with Captain America and Iron Man, it just wasn't quite like that. It came into that. It didn't start as that. And that's what they're doing here, obviously. Like, they're just trying to start this next big thing in that way. And sometimes when you do that, man, you hurt the individual movie itself. And that's where people fall in love with the characters to make Endgame matter to you. Like, if fucking Reed dies in the next movie, I don't give a shit, because you're not making me love these characters enough because you're trying to set up like a big series all the time. And, just sometimes you don't need that.
Yeah.
That's a rant I've been holding in. Sorry.
What kind of sucks in this particular situation is like the different people in charge at Disney that were making calls and the things that happened that were kind of out of their hands to make the story have to go in this direction. Because I think in a different world, we could have had a Fantastic Four movie sooner and may have seen them in more stuff before the new Avengers movies. But I think they are course correcting as best as they can. And I think the next two movies will feel a lot differently about
and it is
these
a good
characters
movie
by then.
But it is a good movie. You would agree. It is a good movie. These complaints are being said, I think, because it feels almost a little bit frustrating because you're like, man, this is a movie that's like an 8 something out of 10 and just feels like so easily it could take another step. It didn't feel like
his first steps.
It's a good movie. It just, to me, it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I'm a little sick of the it just feels a little cookie cutter, It's like we just keep doing the same cookie cutter over and over again. Whereas Superman, for instance, I guess that's what's hard is I just watched Superman and I was like, man, this movie's fucking unique.
Yeah.
It's way better, but it's also just unique. It's not just that it's better. It feels unique. And do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Anything about this movie feel unique to you?
Here's the thing. What I liked about both Superman and this is I feel like they're both movies that like in different ways threw us into an established universe.
I would agree. That was my first thought when I watched this. Is I was like, damn, we're already involved. I love we didn't have to do. I know I'm saying I want more development of the characters and such, but what I don't need is more backstory.
Right.
And the way they do the backstory is very quick.
Nailed it.
I would agree.
Yep.
I knew you were going to feel that way, and I totally agree.
Another
like,
movie
boom,
just like
we're doing it.
Superman. And that's a new thing. We're not usually getting. That's what I like about Endgame too. Is like it's a movie that like we're 18 movies in, but it's just like we're getting even more comic booky, and that's how both these movies felt. I just like Superman more. But Fantastic Four did that, and I liked that as well. And I think they did a good job. And I think that was a good move for Marvel overall, is to like throw us into a movie that's if this is a multiverse saga, show us another world. And none of the rules in the other world has to make sense for these guys. We'll connect it later. And I've heard people say it's a really good phase 1 Marvel movie. And it kind of is. Like, they beat the bad guy. They finish the thing. Galactus ain't out. If Galactus doesn't show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars, I will be fucking shocked. Galactus is way too big of a deal to just be shot like that. But, like, it worked for me in the movie itself. Can't remember what I was getting at with all that.
It's a great phase 1 movie. And I hear what you're saying. I guess for me,
but
it's just good. Yeah, give me your butt.
Something that I agree with, but my coworker Tanner actually said, like, there was a lot of things throughout the movie that he was just like, yeah, there were things I just had to go, sure. Like, yeah, we'll just go with, like, since you're telling me that that's how this is going. And there's a couple things like that where it's just like, yep, we're going to transport the Earth. Where, why, or how? And it's
or the
similar,
fact that
yada, yada.
You're telling me the people of Earth agree to let it be transferred to a different solar system, and that happens like that they're like, yeah, so we're gonna let Reed Richards do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I guess you can go along with it because they're the only superheroes of this universe. So like,
I did, but letting you transfer the Earth to a different solar system seems kind of fucking like, crazy. And also that he's like, yeah, we should be within
and we can do it. Range. We can do it right now if we need to.
And then he's like, also, we're gonna get this done before Galactus gets here. And also that he's also like, hey, we can get it within this certain range. I don't remember what the range was exactly, but I know
it's like 2%.
A little bit. I know what?
It was like a 2% range.
Okay, I know enough about astrophysics to know that 2%, that is the difference between like the Earth is too hot or too cold for us to live. And that's what I kept thinking, is like, that is enough to be like, no, we fucked this whole thing up. Yeah. So, yeah, that is silly for sure.
It didn't happen. So I guess that's good.
That's okay. Mine is that I'm supposed to believe that Susan Storm can move Galactus. That's mine.
I'm actually okay with that.
I hear
Susan Storm.
I have to be okay with it. To be clear,
is one of the strongest characters in the comics.
I have to be okay with it. But as you're watching the film, you're like,
it hits you in the face at first.
Unbelievable.
That's
and
another
this is
thing
the moment, by the way,
a second time.
It is the worst shot scene I've seen in a motion picture, a big motion picture in a long time. And it is her pushing him, and she's supposed to be using all of her effort. So much so, spoiler, that she... Let me show you what her face looks like when she's doing it. That's her forehead. Now, me personally, I don't know about you guys, I exercise. When I'm exercising hard, my face does this. Her face, and they zoom up on it, she's going like this. Because she has so much fucking plastic surgery in her forehead that her forehead can't move. And I know you're like, Jake, why do you care about this? I wouldn't care if they didn't zoom in on her face and try to make it like a big shot. That it took me out of the immersion. And I was like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? This is crazy. Anyway, it's a good movie though, dude. I just can't say that enough. Movie. I'm bitching about it because it just...
No, I agree, because I bitched about it for days before I watched it again. And I was like, it's pretty good.
It still just is like... But also, I have the problem of you being like, it's a good phase 1 movie. To being like, man...
True.
I'm so... like.
But we're well past phase 1.
And also...
You want a little more.
We also... It's just like this idea that like... Yeah, we're just supposed to accept, like, mediocre movies that could be a little bit better if you just made them their own movie. Like, that's part of it. I think it could have been better if it's just its own movie versus this, like, setting up for the world.
But it still kind of is its own movie. I gotta give it that. It only sets anything up in ways that you set anything up. Like, it just ends with some loose threads.
When I see the Galactus thing done, all I could think about was like, we're just setting up Galactus to be like this great big bad guy that we're gonna have to tackle in the future, and that's all I kept thinking. Now I don't even know if that's true.
I hope
That's
he
just
does
how I
show up
was
more.
feeling.
We need more of him. It's fucking Galactus. But for
Yeah.
this particular movie and the
Now I
story it
didn't
was
see
telling,
Thunderbolts, mind you, so I don't
you
know if
should
that
watch
changed anything
Thunderbolts.
for me.
Not really,
Yeah.
but still really good. You should watch
Good post-credit
Thunderbolts.
scene.
Yeah, the post-credit scenes kind of tie from
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. But the post-credit scene in this was, I wanted a little more out of it, but like it was fine for what it was, considering this
Yeah.
is the last movie before Spider-Man that takes place before the next Avengers movie. So
Okay, so tell me the sequence here. I know you got to go, but tell me the sequence. So it's gonna go Spider-Man, and then Avengers again.
yeah, so we just got Fantastic Four. I think there might be some Disney Plus shows in between here and there, but like
I can't do the
movie-wise,
shows, brother.
yeah, and I don't think you really have to. But
I
yeah,
think
it
they
goes
usually blow.
Spider-Man next July 2026.
Yeah.
And then Avengers Doomsday comes out December 2026.
Oh,
And then Secret Wars comes out
who's the
December
Avengers?
2027.
Who's the Avengers now?
Oh, dude, it's going to be a fucking... You know how these things go.
Is that bad? Because, okay, I'm gonna say some stuff. Is it
You need to watch
Is it the
Thunderbolts.
Black Captain America? Is he gonna be a part of this?
He's part of it, yeah.
Is it the Black Iron Man?
I don't know if she'll be involved.
I've heard not great things about these two movies. I've heard not good things. I've not heard any good things about
It's
these
not
two
because they're
movies.
black.
It's not because they're black. I just hear they're
I
really
haven't
bad
watched
movies.
I've heard like Ironheart isn't bad, but I've also heard it is.
Bad, but
I've heard back
yeah.
and forth.
I've heard that
Falcon
both of
Winter
those
Soldier
movies suck.
Captain America 4, you can listen to me talk about it for 20 minutes in a couple episodes of this show.
I've heard both
Not
of them
great.
fucking
Not
suck.
great. Not great.
It's not because they're black, obviously. It's because the fucking movies suck.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else is in this.
I can't speak for Ironheart, but
what else is in this group of movies then? It's Fantastic Four.
Like Phase 3 particularly? Or Phase 4
I mean, what are we doing
6?
for this Avengers? This group of Avengers? Who are we involving?
I mean, this is like the multiverse saga, which is Phase 4 through 6, which is every movie since Black Widow till now. So Shang-Chi, the Eternals.
Apparently I have some movies
travel
to watch.
through. Phase 6 in particular started with Fantastic Four. Phase 5's final movie was Thunderbolts. And
apparently I should watch some movies then.
You should watch Thunderbolts. Yeah, there's a couple. They're all going to tie in Multiverse of Madness, yada, yada, yada. It's a bit of a mess because, like I said, different fucking Bob Chapek was in charge of Disney, and then Bob Iger came back. So different people with different ideas of how they should make shit. There's a fuck ton of too many shows. Loki season 1 and 2, those are probably very important to what's going to happen in Doomsday. Have you watched any of Loki?
No, because I've not heard good things about all this kind of shit.
No, Loki's awesome, and you should watch both
I've checked
seasons.
out completely, if you can't tell. Now I guess I got to get back in.
Yeah, you need to get back on at least some of them. But yeah, I don't know. Fantastic Four in itself, to stick with this particular movie.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's hard. It's how these things work. It's
There's
hard
a lot
not
of shit
to talk
going,
about
yeah.
them like that. It's a tough cookie because it is, like I said, second viewing, I had such a better time with it, and I'll probably watch it again, because I did like it. Few of my complaints, and I've seen these complaints elsewhere, so I don't want to take credit for any of them, but like I could have seen Reed Richards doing some more stretchy shit. I mean, he didn't really use his power too much.
Thought that as well. Very little.
Which is fine. The movie didn't call for him to.
There wasn't a ton of action in the movie in general.
Thing about Reed Richards is he can also stretch his mind. That's why he thinks the way he does, and that's why he's so smart and yada yada yada. Like that's part of his stretchy skill. You saw more of that in this movie. You got to see Johnny Storm be kind of smart. I appreciated that. Like he's actually a really smart dude. Like he's not as smart.
Astronaut, for God's sake.
He's not as smart as the smartest. Like Reed Richards in the Marvel comics is the smartest man alive. Like so, he's not that smart, but
he's an astronaut.
Yeah. He's still way smarter than most people.
I think he's the best of the four for me, by far.
Yeah, they casted him really well.
Yeah, he was great.
I really, especially upon my second viewing, I was like,
tell me more notes.
I'm just trying to think of everything, especially for a movie I've seen twice. There were some issues that I had the first time around that I think I got more on board, but I'm still like, I think if you're not familiar with a lot of the comic stuff, that like the stuff with their kid with Franklin could just kind of go over your head, especially when he brings his mom back to life at the end. You're just kind of like, sure. But, because like I know him as like what he is capable of. I'm like, oh yeah, that's him using his powers. But I don't think the movie really like Galactus says he's
I think it
special.
does
They
enough.
say he's special. It does enough. It
It does
does.
enough because
It does enough.
you
I just think I wanted more at this point.
Yeah, I think it does enough because I had no idea about it, and that happens, and I'm like, that makes sense. He's very special. You don't know what he's about, but you know he's very, very, very special.
Right. So he can
So
do
it's
whatever.
at least believable.
Yeah, and they're gonna do more stuff. Like he's gonna be a very important piece in Doctor Doom's plans going forward. No doubt in my mind. That was another
Where
thing.
is that guy introduced?
He's gonna be introduced in Doomsday, man.
Okay.
Technically, he
Gotcha.
was introduced in this movie. What I thought was really fun is so Doctor Doom, Victor Von Doom, he kind of like in the comics owns this Latveria. He's like the fucking leader of that country. And in this movie, there's a meeting of all the countries, and they show Latveria's seat.
And
it's blank.
It's empty. I noticed that. That's really funny that I noticed that.
So that was cool that they showed that. I appreciate that for him to show up at the end.
That's cool.
Of this one.
I didn't realize that. That's really because I didn't know that, but I did know that it was empty.
He'll be fully introduced as Robert Downey Jr. in Doomsday, but this was like his way of like this movie's way of like
I have some
tying
complaints
that
about
in.
that I'll bitch
so
about
like me in particular, I'm like, oh, Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom must be part of this universe, and it's gonna blend in because I mean that's the thing that's gonna have to happen with Doomsday. It's gonna just have to throw us into whatever their plan is because the movies haven't done it yet. So this
at all.
It's gonna start with like you thought thought Infinity War started crazy with Thanos fucking blowing up Thor's ships and taking all the Infinity Stones. They're gonna do that on like super drive come Doomsday, no doubt, dude. No,
hopefully
doubt.
not too fast. Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of superheroes, we got Spider-Man on the
Heck
podcast.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's here. Yeah, his next movie's coming out July 2026. This is actually Tom Holland, everybody. Say hi to my son,
thank you, Tom, for joining us. Our first celebrity on the show, Tom.
The movie camera up, Sora's clapping. He's pumped.
Tom, yes, thank you for not bringing Zendaya. We appreciate it's just you.
I mean, Tom Holland's clapping. And,
Tom. Tom has asked us to wrap it up because we're gonna go get dinner with him. Actually,
that's fair.
We're gonna go have dinner with Tom. It's really exciting. Tom, he's a big fan.
They're filming Spider-Man one last time in Clearfield. Yeah,
in Clearfield, and you know, Tom's a huge fan of the show. He's a big recommendation. We asked to have this dinner with him. He was kind enough to show up. He told us he's a big fan. So
we're gonna talk.
Thank
Marvel.
you, Tom. Thank you for the cameo. I'm
gonna ask him some more Fantastic Four questions if he knows.
We're gonna ask him what he thinks.
If you know anything about
the movie.
Tom Holland, he lets spoilers just fucking flow.
So yeah, so that's us. You know, no big deal. Sponsored by Burger King this episode. Tom Holland showed up. This podcast is taking off.
Yeah, we're doing great things. I could probably say more, but like, loved Galactus, loved the Silver Surfer, love how the story played out. Can't wait to see more.
Surfer.
Effects are good.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I think coming off Superman was its biggest detriment, but I still liked it, especially upon taking It had been 2 weeks. I saw this movie 2 weeks ago today, so I was like, let's watch it one more time before I review it. I'm glad I did.
I wish I had more time than we needed in Superman. That's true.
It's tight. Hour 40-something minutes. Yep. Cool, man. This was fun. I'm glad we got through everything. We got it in 2 hours. Jake, why don't you... I love the way you end episodes. I seriously want to just record like something that I just throw in every time, but take it away.
I'm just going to do this every time. Listen, people. Listen. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for yourself. Do it for the cheeky mister.
Oh, boy.
This man put so much effort. He said it in this episode. He woke up at 3 a.m. one day to edit the podcast, and he's got a baby at home, okay? He loves this podcast. He loves you guys. He loves Tom Holland, and he loves Burger King, but he loves this show. He puts so much effort into it. People don't know how hard it is to edit what he's doing. Me, I'm a dummy. I just show up and bullshit. This
Jake's not a dummy. He's a very busy lawyer in real life.
He works.
And he makes time for this show.
So, as a result, to show your appreciation, please do like, comment, subscribe at numerous platforms because Chase puts a ton of effort into it. And honestly, we believe it is a good show that is continually getting better. And we believe that if more people listen, they might like it. So let's try to get more people to listen. Show some love to Chase. That's all I ask of you.
And Jake. And Brandon. And whoever else we have on this freaking show.
Especially
a lot of plans going forward.
Give a like for Tom Holland. Give a like for Burger King. And if people want to send Chase to Naruto, please do. Thank you.
Oh, I want it so bad. But you don't have to. All right.
Okay.
That was great. I love that. So with that, man, chitters, good night, sleep tight, and do not let the shit bugs bite. We love
God
you.
bless.